What is good, everybody? It's your man Ec1. Uh, doing therapy hour with Ec1. We do this to pretty much get our thoughts. We do a call in sometimes. Um, this team definitely needs some therapy talk because I was supposed to do a hiding champ podcast. We're hiding. Obviously, he's working. We'll do it another time on Wednesday. Uh, I think I'm supposed to do a show with one of the YouTubers that I got into it with, the dude that made Ec1 hate videos, pretty much Weapon Eagle X. But him and I were talking, and some things I disagree with, and sometimes. But listen, I'm sorry about that. I don't know where this team is. Um, hold on, bring you a little closer because I I don't know where this team is, man. I don't get it. I appreciate everybody who was in my live stream earlier. Um, it doesn't feel good. I really wish I didn't have to scream and curse, but you know, I I don't even know what to say. I'm lost for words because when I was making the stream with Hyde and I was talking about if you run the ball, you win this game because they're bad against the run. They were 27, like I think 27 and something against the run. And I said they're going to do the opposite. They're going to throw the ball. And we ran the ball a little bit, and it looked beautiful. In the first drive, you went 3 and out. Your defense gave up 3. And then you go down to score. You had the lead. Again, this team, it starts with Howard Roseman, Jeffrey Lurie. Jeffrey Lurie needs to hold himself accountable. He needs to step back. If they do fire Nick Sirianni and they do fire Brian Johnson, you need to bring in a head coach that will call plays and can call plays and it can actually run his own offense. Not what Jeffrey Lurie wants, not what Howard Roseman wants. This is absolutely ridiculous. Penny was an active scratch today. You didn't want to trade him in the offseason. You didn't want to trade him in the trade deadline when teams offered you probably some good value. And you declined it. You wanted to keep him on the roster. Yet you don't use him. He's a healthy scratch today. You don't use him. Every time we're on third down, Gainwell is in the backfield. And I said in my last show, I would love to be in that press box with Howie and Lurie, and I would ask him seriously, what do you see when you watch Gainwell versus Swift? Because I don't know. I don't understand how you don't want to use Swift. And it's like, I feel bad for him. Like he went from one bad organization that didn't want him to another one that don't even use him. All off season, we talked about that this team had a chance to go back to the Super Bowl. This team was going to be better. You had that Nick Sirianni, a feeling that he was going to get better. And my head coach went from a Super Bowl coach to a look like that he is becoming another Doug situation where he's ends up being fired. Because I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Nick Sirianni is going to go to Howard Roseman, Jeffrey Lurie. He's going to want to demand the change. And they're going to say, no, you're fired. And we're going to bring another offense coordinator, an inexperienced offense coordinator that someone knows to be our head coach. I'm tired of having yes man around us. They say, well, you don't want a Chip Kelly situation. First of all, man, Chip Kelly wasn't a bad coach. What really made Chip Kelly a bad coach was the fact that he had all the power in the world. I'm not saying give Nick Sirianni or anybody the real power, but let him get his own players that he want on the field. Let him call his own game plan, because I don't even know if it's Brian Johnson or Nick Sirianni calling these plays. I wonder if Howard Roseman is offense coordinator at this point. When I look at Jeffrey Lewis' press conference, and he talks about the passing offense, and I see this team, and he wants a passing, high-flying offense. Jeffrey Lurie has never, ever, ever played football. Jeffrey Lurie has never, ever owned a football team except the Eagles. You are a actor, and it probably explains why you have Nick Sirianni saying the exact same stuff like a goddamn actor. Because you don't want to destroy, the fans' reputation. I feel bad for the fans that went to the games. Imagine paying hundreds to thousands of dollars, tailgates, VIP sections. You wake up in the morning, dressed all in green, to go down to Lincoln Financial Field to watch your favorite team play, and this is the product they put out. This is the product they put out. It's disgraceful. My guy, a mayor told me, "Oh, did we lose the playoffs?" Bro, I don't care about the playoffs, man. You think I give a rat's ass about going to the playoffs? This team should be eliminated from the playoffs, bro. You think I care about, well, did we get eliminated from the playoffs? We will. You think we beat any team in the playoffs? This team's a joke. And I've been saying since week one, our offense has been struggling. They didn't want to hear it. We're fine, Ec1. We're all right. I got an OBD apology, man. I was bashing him, telling him to be positive, when the whole time he was right. This team is a joke. They're a one-and-done football team. They're going to get their shit kicked out of them, just like 2021, where we played against the Buccaneers and got blown out. Brian Johnson will go through, he's going to get a rude awakening if he still makes it. He should be fired today. The coaching is bad. Players are getting frustrated. A.J. Brown refused to talk to me, and I don't blame him. If you don't know why A.J. Brown's not talking to the media, it's because of coaches. And if he opens his mouth, the things that he would say, you would definitely think he would be a diva then. So everybody talk about A.J. Brown this and that. Listen, if A.J. Brown opens his mouth, it would be a rampage in Philadelphia. Because honestly, I think he should open his mouth, honestly, and say what he really feels. Since everybody wants him to talk so bad. What's there to say? Now that my number one receiver, other than A.J. Brown, is in a walking boot because Mr. Brian Johnson / Doofus Sirianni, Brian Press Taylor and Doofus Sirianni decided to call a screen pass on third down. 3rd and 1 or 3rd and 2, somewhere like that, and got my receiver hurt. Thank you. Like we didn't need him in the playoffs. Now we really are fucked. Because I don't see how we can win. Who we going to put? Quez Watkins? Get out of here, man. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I'm very disappointed in my football team. I'm so glad it's a 1 o'clock p.m. I usually make these streams around 8 to 9 p.m. And I'm so glad it's 1 p.m. I hope we are in the playoffs and it's 1 p.m. Please don't put us on Monday Night Football, which I think they will, because they want us to look bad. Because the media, listen, the fans, the opposite fans who hate Philadelphia would love to see the Eagles get the shit kicked out of them in the first round. And really, to be honest, they deserve to get the shit kicked out of them if it does happen. I was in another Eagles YouTube live stream, and they talking about how it's not Brian Johnson's fault. It's not. Really? See, that's between a lot of different consecrators. The one that called me pessimistic, yeah, I'm pessimistic. Well, let me tell you, what positive is with this team? We lost to a Arizona Cardinals team that was eliminated from the playoffs. I don't care if I'm pessimistic or I'm not too positive. You're right. This team doesn't make me positive. When they actually show up and they do something, which probably will never happen, not this year, then you can see me be positive. But to that, don't tell me how to feel. When this team actually knows how to fucking put a team away, you could tell me whatever you want. You don't know. You're no different than me as a fan. Run around here talking about it's Brian Johnson. It's not Brian Johnson. It's the coaching that's horrible. They want to blame Jalen Hurts. Listen, Jalen Hurts wasn't great, but let me tell you something. When you keep throwing the ball constantly, when you know it don't work, because the coach staff is terrible. I told people in the beginning when we were playing the Patriots that this offense looked shaky. Give Brian Johnson a chance. I gave it to week 4. I was yelling at Eagles contractors on their stream, they were telling me that I was stupid, that I didn't know what I was talking about when I said Brian Johnson wasn't good. Nick, there's something wrong. Oh, you're just emotional. Okay. I'm emotional, right? No, you're just a pom-pom, clickbaiting content creator who wants to get views by saying everything's okay when it's not. And I'm not that. And I will never be that. I tell the truth. I tell how it is. I'm not going to sit there and kiss Brian Johnson's ass. He sucks. And I hope they are pissed at me. Some of these content creators are bozos. Bozos. Y'all don't know more football than another fan in that goddamn fan base. I don't know why y'all run around here like y'all Stephen A. Smith. Because you got more subscribers and you make podcasts and some of y'all are stupid. And you call me out? Mr. Pessimistic pretty much told you that you were wrong again. Yeah, I see nothing good out of this team. You're right. This team can't put a Cardinals team away. They couldn't put the Giants away last year. They had a 20-3 lead, and they had a 21-6 lead going to halftime. So tell me where the positive is, and then you could come talk to me. We're 11-5. We're in second place. I don't care what the record is. This team doesn't deserve to be in the playoffs. And if you don't like it, you can get off my channel. You don't have to watch. Go to the one of those bozos that'll tell you Brian Johnson is not the problem. Go to the one of those bozos that are going to sit there and act like they're confused. You shouldn't be confused. Because I've been telling you what this team was. The side sucks. I didn't want the side. They got mad at me for saying that. And I should have stuck with my gut, and I keep on trying to give in to a lot of content creators and try to be their friend. For now, I ain't doing that. I was right about the side. He sucks. I wanted Lovie Smith, not no Sean Desai. I was right about Brian Johnson. Trash. Well, he's a new offense. I don't care if he's a brand new offense coordinator, man. It really doesn't take that rocket science to call plays, man. And if it does, you shouldn't be in this business. You're running 2 quarterback sneaks, quarterback runs in the fourth quarter when you're down. Explain to me that, riddle me that, Batman. What kind of call is that? You're running Jalen Hurts 2 times and it goes nowhere. Why are you running Jalen Hurts with a quarterback run? On third down, at third and 2, where there's nowhere to run. Stupid play calling. Nick Sonic takes a timeout. Defense can't tackle. This part of it is most of it got to go to Howie Roseman, Jeffrey Lurie. because you don't want to hire a real head coach, because you want to be in the power. You want a yes man rather than an experienced coach. You fired a Super Bowl head coach because he wanted to get his own players. And he said, no. And then, not only that, you hire Brian Johnson rather than go get an Eric Bieniemy, rather than go get an offense coordinator. It took you so long to get a defense coordinator, you allowed guys to walk out the building. And most guys don't want to come here. No coach is going to want to come here if Howie Roseman and Jeff Lurie are in fully control. Nothing will change until Howie and Jeffrey Lurie gives up some power. And that's the truth. If we win a Super Bowl, it's going to become because of talent beats coaching. But it's not this year. This team's a joke. The Cowboys won a division. Shout out to the Dallas Cowboy fans. They're in second place. They'll go home too, just like us. But the fact that we're in the playoffs, it's a miracle. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if it wasn't for the rules to be changed, when they changed the rules to add more spots to the playoffs, we would be eliminated. We would be eliminated. We would be eliminated, and we would have been right where the Commanders are, on the couch. Because this team is a joke. So much for revenge. Yeah, Gannon pretty much punched us in the mouth. If I was Gannon after the post game, I'd be saying, they told me I already know how. They told me that I was the problem. We kicked their ass. I would have been so cocky on that podium. What can I say? What can I say? Brian Johnson is horrible. Nick Sirianni is horrible. These guys lost the locker room. I'm so glad. I'm trying to figure out how A.J. Brown. I would thought A.J. Brown was going to throw his helmet and get into the coach's face. I wish A.J. Brown did throw his helmet and storm out that building. What a disgraceful man. Let me tell you something, man. I feel bad for fans who went to the game. I feel bad because they're not going to get their money back. Imagine have to sit at work or stand at work pushing carts, picking up trash, being the trash man, do whatever you can just to go to the game where they couldn't even take care of business. You watch a complete shit game from the offense coordinator / head coach, and then he comes out with his – I didn't even watch his press conferences. I don't give a rat's ass, but I saw one of his quotes. Nick Sirianni talk about we in the playoffs. Man, shut the hell up. I don't know why you're giving us a Carson quote. But we ain't stupid. You think this team is going to the playoffs, Nick, and win with you? It's time for you to go, buddy. It's time for you to go if you're not going to fix stuff. If Jeffrey Lurie tells Nick Sirianni to get off his corner and he refused to, bye-bye. Bye-bye. But I'm going to tell you like this, man. It don't matter what plays you get. I don't like this philosophy in defense. I told people this. That bend and break, Vic Fangio type defense don't work in this league. And they bashed me for it. They bashed me for it. And for a while I was positive, but I knew something was wrong. And I should have trusted my instinct. And, you know, it all started in the offseason. When Howie Roseman should have, I don't know, gave that money to C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Yeah, that safety that you let go, who's in the playoffs right now, who just won their division. Yeah, him. I don't care if he's on the IR. He would have been a lot better than Reed Blankenship. You wanted to be, listen, and I love Howie Roseman, but sometimes you got to pay guys. You need a safety next year. If you're not going to draft a linebacker, go give me Patrick Queen or Devin White. Because these linebackers that you bring, they're Band-Aids, ain't working. You can't get off the field on third down. And I don't understand why Sean Desai is still in the building. What's the point of him in the booth? If he can't see downfield, down on the field, then why the hell would it make a difference if he was in the booth? He still sucks as a defense coordinator. The man can't call. The man literally wasn't even good. He's been giving up the most points on two different other teams, like Chicago. And he was assistants here. He has never been a defense coordinator, and yet we hire guys who are assistants. When can I get a real defense coordinator here? And not that bend and break, we're going to sit back all day and allow guys to sit back and dink and don't they will down the field. You had Kyler Murray in that offense looking puzzled. And all you had to do was shut down that running game. I was in my live stream sitting there saying, we have the lead in halftime. Let's see in the third and fourth quarter. Let's go out and let's continue to put our foot on their necks. And in the back of my head, I knew that they were going to do something stupid. Just like the Giants game. You had a 20-3 lead. Just like other games. What did you have? You had a 10-7 lead against the Seahawks, and you blow it. Stupid mistakes, undisciplined, penalties. We can't blitz right. We blitzed in the goal line. I couldn't even believe it. Why would you do that? I don't know. That was some Gannon type play right there. Who? You know what I'm saying? It reminded me of that Super Bowl where we blitzed Mahomes. And it cost us. Explain to me why you blitzing Kyler Murray in the goddamn back of the red zone. In the red zone, you're blitzing. And you have nobody who can cover. Nicholas Morrows is garbage. I see why the Bears let him walk. Nice flash in the pan. But you know what? Shit. He can't cover for worth a damn. And he can't tackle. We can't tackle. It took 4 people to get Connor down on the ground. Like, this team is just horrible, man. It's horrible to watch. 18 for 23. It's a joke, man. It's a flat-out disgrace. And I don't get it. 22 will forever be seen as a missed opportunity. Yeah. Yeah. 22, yeah. I mean, it's horrible, man. It's disgraceful. But listen, man, in the beginning of the season, I knew something was up. And I was trying to give this guy a chance. Brian Johnson needs to go. I don't even know how he still has a job, honestly. He should have been fired after the Bills game. Honestly. He should have been fired. And the fact that Nick Sani wants to sit there and want to be friends and buddy with him and not take action, well, now you lost your team. So now, like I said, Nick wants to do it his way or the highway. He's going to be in them on the highway. Nick ain't lasting in 2023. Nick will be fired. If Nick will be fired, I would not be shocked if they fire him tomorrow, honestly. I don't know how pissed Jeffrey Lurie and Al Roseman is, but really, to be honest, they really need to be pissed at themselves because it's their fault. Because they didn't want to draft linebackers. They don't value that position. That's part of the problem why our defense is the way it is. You want to bring a conservative bend and break soft scheme. Well, you need linebackers to do that. And you need young corners who can cover speed. You bring Bradbury back and Slay back. Guys I didn't want back. And everybody was begging for Slay to come back. I didn't want him back. And I hope to God we trade both of them next year. I don't care how much they worth. I don't care how much their contract is. We need to get them off our books. Some team will take them. Get them up out of here. They got to go, man. They got to go. Rich was struggling today. Like I said, he's young. I'm not really expecting that much. But again, man, like, I feel bad for Brandon Graham. I feel bad for Hall of Fame Jason Kelsey. Imagine on your last year of your tour with this team, your final year. And it just hurt me because Brandon Graham said in this documentary, man, I just want to win a Super Bowl. I'm sorry, Brandon Graham. I really am. I'm sorry that this coach staff failed you, man. We don't deserve players like you, man. We don't. Because our coaching is such a buffoon. Us fans deserve you, but these coaches don't deserve you. Man, I wish we did give Brandon Graham that Super Bowl. And I don't see it happening this year. And I don't think Brandon Graham's coming back. I think if they fire the old coach, I think Kelsey will retire. I can see Stout leaving if he gets another opportunity to coach. Maybe they promote him as office corner somewhere else. I hope not. I would love to keep Stout. I hope. You know, I don't know how I think he's under contract, but I'm not sure. I mean, dude, I don't even know what to say, bro. I don't know what to say. Coach Shage is coming. I hope so. I hope so because this ain't working, bro. The size stuff, man. Listen, bro. The side in the booth is still the size scheme. Matt Patricia ain't calling the plays. Not today. He wasn't. That ain't Matt Patricia way. I know damn well that wasn't Matt Patricia. That zone defense was Sean. They gave Sean Desai back the keys again. I truly believe that Howard Roseman made Desai the play caller again in the booth. Because you can't tell me that was Matt Patricia's defense. Ain't no way Matt Patricia was calling it. His headset was connected to Sean Desai's goof ass. He really should have just disconnected Sean Desai. Say, nah, buddy, you in the booth. I'm the coach. Let me call my plays. That guy's a fucking bum. I never wanted Sean Desai. I wanted Lovie Smith. And it's like, it is what it is. From all the 49, thank you. Please keep all the coaching staff. No, I don't want them back. And I don't want them back, bro. I don't want him back. If we're going to keep Nick Sonnett, he needs Frank Wright with him. And Howard Roseman and Jeff Floyd need to stop being in the middle of what coaches are allowed to call this. No. They need to really – I want to see Jeff Floyd and Howard Roseman eat crow this offseason. And realize maybe I should step back. And that's what Jeff Lurie did last year. He stepped back, and we went to a Super Bowl. Whatever coach you bring, if it's not a yes man, are going to want full control of an offense. And sometimes you got to put your ego to a side. Yeah, Chip Kelly was a bad experience. But let me tell you something. Chip Kelly was not supposed to be a head coach in this league. Really, you should have never hired him in the first place. You should have looked at his college record and say, is this going to work in the NFL? So that's on his fault. We shouldn't be put through a punishment because he made a bozo decision as an owner and gave Chip Kelly full power because he was afraid of leaving. The second Chip Kelly said, I'm leaving, bye. Bye. How are you? Did you blow the division at 10-1 with 2 games lead? How did you blow it? I don't know, boys for life. I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I don't even know, man. Hey, let me play this for you, boys for life. You deserve it, man. You deserve it, bro. You deserve it. Let me play this for you, bro. Because I still got your clip of you. I'm surprised you're not making a video talking about your team. You should be happy. You should be laughing at the Eagle fans right now. You should be clowning them.
He didn't. I already explained that.
Sorry about that. Where's the other one? That's not the one I wanted to show you. Today's your day, man. I'll give it to you. There we go.
I'm a firm believer in this, and tune in tonight, here in a couple of minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. The Cowboys will touch the number 1 seed. The Cowboys will be winning the NFC East division.
You're right. For sure. We're in second place and y'all in first. Congratulations, you won the division. Shout out to Duke Bothers. He was right. You know what I'm saying? He was right. He was right. He said he was going to win it. We were going to win a division. Well, he said it by the time we play it, but he was close. They still won a division because we didn't want it. It sucks, man. It really does. With all this talent, you would think you would be able to win. You know what I'm saying? Our only consistent game to gear up for making videos, it would be wrong just to pop up. No, it won't be. No, it won't. It wouldn't be wrong to pop up. You just say, hey, I was waiting for my right moment. I was silent all week. I didn't talk nothing, but now I'm going to have the last laugh. That's what I do. Just come out like a ninja. Just sneak up on them and, hey, I'm back. Oh yeah, did you think I was running away? No, I was just waiting for the Eagles fans to shut up or something like that. That's what I do. Just say I was sitting back, just watching this team, and now I'm back. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. It's not too late. By the way, I enjoy your troll videos. I really do. I enjoy you trolling a lot of fans. Because there's going to be a lot of them. A lot of them will think that Brian Johnson ain't the problem. Okay. If you think that, that's fine. Is it Nick Sirianni's offense? Yeah. Is Brian Johnson calling the plays? Yeah. Are they both trash? Yeah. I don't know what consecrators I'm watching, but one of them told me that the players were the fault today. Really? So 2 quarterback runs back to back was Jalen Hurts' fault? Okay. I mean, shit. So we're not going to put any blame on the coaching. See, that's why I don't watch a lot of Eagle consecrator podcasts, man. Because most of them are stupid. They are. If you think that this team deserves to go to the playoffs, they don't. And more power to you. If you want to watch 3 minutes of football being miserable and having 2 bozos as our offense coordinator / head coach run plays / defense coordinator up in the booth who runs a bend and break defense, giving guys easy throws down the field, and leaving a defense coordinator who trashed you, trashed your franchise, trashed the players, lost us the Super Bowl, and you didn't show heart. I don't know what this team is going to do. If that don't show any heart, I don't know what will. By the way, I have the Eagles losing to Giants next week. Giants are going to get their first win against us. We will go to MetLife Stadium, and we'll lose. Yeah, it's coming. And we'll be what? 11-6 next week? Yeah. Don't worry. Let's stay positive. We're 11-6, ladies and gentlemen. It's all right, Ec1. There's nothing to worry about. That's what I was told. I was told I was pessimistic, that I was negative. Nah. Y'all just like pom-poms, and that's what y'all do. You're pessimistic, Ec1. And then when I confront you, you want to get mad at me on your stream. Don't get mad at me. When I came on your podcast the one time, and I told you that Brian Johnson and Sean Desai stinks. Y'all didn't want to hear it. But Ec1 don't know football. That's what everybody tells me. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just a dumb kid with glasses. But who are you? Because you're sitting there blaming the quarterback. I don't think it's Jalen's fault that he ran that he was called 2 quarterback sneaks back. I'm sorry, 2 quarterback runs back to back. The head coach is a problem. They officially lost the team. And I don't blame A.J. Brown. For anybody who wants A.J. Brown traded, then you're a biggest bozo that I give you credit for. Because it's not A.J.'s fault why the coaching is sorry. Well, why don't he speak to the media? Why does he need to speak to the media? He needs to speak to Howie and Lurie and say, hey, you got to get this shit fixed, man. You gotta get this shit fixed. That's what AJ needs to do. He needs to go up to that front office and say, bro, you gotta fire these knuckleheads. I'm trying my best to be out there, man. This ain't fair to me. And it's making us look bad. Like, I'm waiting for an Eagle player to actually start going after, going to the front office and complaining. I'm telling you it's going to come out soon. That one of these players on the Eagles team is going to go up to Howie Roseman and Jeffrey Lurie and demand a coach to be fired. It's written on the wall. And really, to be honest, does Nick Sirianni deserve a job today? No. Brian Johnson should be fired today. If I was Jeffrey Lurie, you come like that. This offense is not even good. It's horrible. I don't even know what the hell I'm watching most times. That's why it's therapy hour with me. EC1. Yeah, the pessimistic Eagle fan that doesn't look anything good. You're right. When we lost to a team that we should be beaten, like the Giants who had a 23 lead in halftime and you couldn't put them out. I could keep going. You had a lead against the Vikings. We've been struggling with this offense all year, and it hasn't gone better. You have Penny on active roster. Why do you even have him? Why did we not trade him? Hey, maybe we could have got a linebacker back. No, we don't value linebackers. That's not what Howie does. We're going to sign another practice squad linebacker next year. Or we're going to go after a free agent linebacker that's 31 years old because we don't want to pay money for a 24-year-old. Oh, by the way, if we do fire head coach, because everybody wants – listen, Nick Sirianni got to go. But if they do fire the head coach, they will hire another yes man. Because it's really Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Roseman that's really controlling the offense. Jeffrey Lurie does not want to run a football team, even though we're a run football team. We're run first team. He wants a pass-happy, high-flying West Coast offense. And he wants a zone defense. And he's so in love with Vic Fangio. Can someone tell me what Vic Fangio has done in the NFL? And why do we admire this guy? Like, seriously. Has he won a Super Bowl? Has he won anything even close to that? Why do we admire this guy? What is so good about it? Because when I watch Vic Fangio defense, I look at John DeGanna's defense. Why do we like his scheme? Why? Why do we admire him? What has he done to even be admired? The man has lost 4 jobs in the NFL. 3 as a defense coordinator. He got fired by the Panthers, fired by the Broncos as a head coach, and then he got fired by someone else. I forget who it is. But he's never been successful. And yet we admire this Vic Fangio, soft-ass, crappy. We want to sit back and be a zone, but don't. I'm tired of that. Well, this is the new league. No, it's not. If you want to lose, then you hire that type of defense coordinator. I hate that scheme. I want an aggressive defense coordinator, someone that will not take shit. The fact that you let Kyler Murray convert easy completions. Easy completions. Hold on, let me go get my phone. I had something on my phone real quick. Hit that like button. It's therapy hour. Therapy hour with me. So on 1st and 20, quarterback run 4 yards. Quarterback run 4 yards. A bubble screen to Gainwell. Yeah. Yeah, wonderful play calling, by the way. And by the way, Gainwell is so bad. I don't know why he's on the field, honestly. I'm hoping the guy next year goes, man. Please get rid of him, man. I am so sick. Man, listen, bro. Howie Roseman and Jeffrey Lurie need to stop being in control. They need to stop picking the players for these coaches. I don't care if Howie Roseman thinks he listen, focus on the draft. Focus on this on free agency and the cap. That's your job. And let the coaches pick their players. We want to make Gainwell so bad the number one, man. For what reason? I don't get it, man. I don't understand it. I don't frequently give a shit whether we want to make him a number one. He's not. And it's not working out. It's hurting your team. No, fire them all. I've seen enough. I'm willing to give them to figure it out. But that was 3 weeks ago. Yeah, man. They got to go, bro. They got to go. I'm going to put the link down. If y'all want to come in and rant, you can. This is y'all time. I'm done pretty much ranting. I ranted on the stream. I was pissed off. I mean, that if you want to go check it out, that's fine. But yeah. I got nothing else to say. I got nothing else to say, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody talk about, whoa, did we get eliminated from the playoffs? Man, you think I care about the playoffs right now, man? This team don't deserve to be in the playoffs. You got everybody laughing at us. Oh, by the way, I want to thank Brian Johnson. You fucking dork. This is why you don't run screen. I get. Doesn't look good, man. He's in a walking boot. Probably out for the season. It's a Lanfranc injury or it's an Achilles injury. One of those two. I hope not. I hope it's just a sprain. But he won't play in the playoffs. So now we have our number one receiver out. So now they're going to double AJ Brown. I mean, it works perfectly. It sets up perfectly for us to get our ass whooped. Because we got stupid coaches. Why everybody laughing at you? Why are you okay? Happy New Year. Why are you okay? Why everybody laughing at you? I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. I'm not laughing. I don't know who's laughing at me. I'm laughing at the dumb conspirators that want to keep Brian Johnson here. I'm laughing at the people that's so angry with me that call me pessimistic and then block me on Twitter. I'm laughing at them. The one that put the pom-poms out and telling me I should be happy when we barely beat the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah. And now look at them. I ain't happy. I don't want to be happy. I wanted to be wrong. You think I want to bash my team 24/7? You think I want to sit there and say this team is one and done? You think I go into this every game and say we're going to lose? No. But that's what this team is. And that's what you just have to admit it. Whether it hurts you or not. As a fan, I have to admit when I'm wrong and when I'm right. And I was right about one thing. That this team can't put teams away. You run 2 fucking quarterback runs, man. Brian Johnson should not have a job. And people want to sit there and say, well, he's a new. I don't give a fuck if he's a new. Listen, man, stop with that. Then he should have not been promoted as an offense coordinator. It's a joke, man. It's a flat-out joke. Hey, Eagles podcast. Eagles Playboy podcast. If you want to come on, let me know, bro. I'll let you in. You can rave for a little bit. I don't know where you are at, but listen, the link is in here. I'm done ranting, bro. I agree. I don't know what I'm done with this team, bro. I'm not going to quit on them, but they're done. They're done. They're going to go to the playoffs and they're going to get their ass beat, or it's going to be a close game and we're going to lose. If I have to put my money on who we play, it's going to be Seattle. I mean, listen, Mayor, I respect him, but he said you can't get to a Super Bowl with not being in the playoffs. Bro, we're not even going to the Super Bowl, man. Come on, bro. Stop it. He said you just be typing. No, you just be too over positive. If you don't think this team is if you think this team is a playoff team that could win in the playoffs, more power to you. This is what I'm talking about, man. You can't get to, like, bro, we're not even getting to the Super Bowl. Fuck the Super Bowl. We're going one and done in the playoffs, man. Get prepared. Get ready. Get your tissues ready. You're going to do a lot of crying when we see these coaches struggle once again in the playoffs. Like, this is the problem, man. Don't DM me unless you know what you're talking about. I'm done. I'm done listening to the bozos, man. And I'll say maybe it's a bozo, but dude, come on, man. That's a bozo comment, bro. You can't get to the playoffs. Bro, we're not even going to make it past a wild card. Stop it. Stop it. Stop. This team is terrible. Playoffs? Man, you lucky I didn't play. I didn't put that clip of the coach saying playoffs. We just trying to win a game. Playoffs? Playoffs? Stop it, man. Stop DMing me with that shit, man. Did you think we're going undefeated? No, I didn't have us going undefeated. But I do have you beating the Cardinals, which you lost to. I had us going 15-2 this year. Whoops. I should have maybe I should have rethought that. Maybe Brian Johnson was horrible. I didn't think that. You don't think that in the offseason. But, you know, there's a lot of people who want to tell you how to be a fan of, man. Y'all want to sit there and want to kiss the team's ass when they're so bad and players don't want to play for them. The players have quit on them. You saw Julio Jones even getting frustrated. What are we talking about? I like my guy, Mayor. He cool and everything like that, but stop it, man. I just be typing. No, you be over positive. Because the goal isn't just get to the playoffs. It's to the Super Bowl. And this team ain't going far, man. So you could sit there and tell me I'm typing. I'll be typing you this one. What did I say? When we lose that one and done playoff game. But you can come and talk to me. He gonna tell me I'm typing, man. No, that's the problem with some of you consecrators, some of you Eagle fans, man. Y'all don't see nothing wrong with this team. And that's the problem. You want to sit there and want to hype up this team like they're good. They're not. I know it's hard for you. It's all right, man. I get it. It's hard for you. It's hard for me to say this team is terrible. You had Super Bowl aspirations. You had tickets ready for Vegas. Go ahead and throw these tickets in the trash, man. Look at them fire. Look at all these Cowboy fans popping fireworks. They ain't Eagle fans. Maybe it's Eagle fans who won Nick Sirianni fired. So they were celebrating a loss. I don't know. What is a new? It is a new year, man. So that's why they're popping fireworks. We'll make every team look their best against. Oh, I have us losing the Giants next week. Oh, well, here comes the people who tell me I'm wrong. No, we're losing the Giants next week. I hope to God we don't play the starters because I want that shitty field. Please play Marcus Mariota. So David Carr can sit there and tell me that he's good. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to win the division, man. Yeah, we're in second place. They're in first place. They won against Detroit. They have a better record than us right now. And we didn't take care of business. We didn't. We're what now? The third seed? The third seed right now? We definitely losing next week. Oh, yeah, we're losing next week for sure, man. I would not even play our starters, honestly. I would not. There's no point in playing your starters. There's no point of it. Sit Jalen Hurts out and let the backups get their play in time. So we can see another horrendous play call from these coaches again. We fucking so we are not a good football team, man. We're not a good football. And people can talk about the playoffs. Listen, I don't care about the playoffs, man. If you think the playoffs matter with this team, more power to you. If you want to watch 3 hours of football that's not even fun to watch and uncreative plays, I think the best creative play we came up today was the fake pass where Gainwell was throwing the ball to the receiver. That's the only play. Other than that, same old shit. Same old shit. Same old garbage ass play calling that we always see every year. We're going to get better. We're going to learn from this. We're going to grow. No, shut up. Shut up. Take the flowers out your ass, Nick. It's over. It's over. Your flowers stink, man. It's over. They died. It's time to plant new flowers, and you ain't the flower that we want to plant. Your flower story got old. Just like your quotes that we hear every year. Stop it with the maybe you should make another, maybe instead of a flower story, you should make a I don't know, a rainbow story. I don't know. But you need to do something because the players don't want to play for you. And you saw the players in the locker room. They're getting pissed at the coaching staff. We're one of the bro. At this point, man, I'm accepting it. Whatever happens, happens. If we win a playoff game, I will admit to Mayor that I apologize. But again, that don't mean we're going to the Super Bowl. This team ain't beating. Do you think this team beating the 49ers in San Fran? No. Do you think they're beating the Lions in Detroit? No. No, I don't. Like, stop trying to put the pom-poms and sit there and shut up. Your pom-poms are done. Cheerleading is over. I blew the whistle. Back to class. With your pom-pom ass. Now let's get back to real. Let's get back to the real. And stop living in the fantasy world. This team is a horrible, uncoached, uncoached, undisciplined, mental mistake football team. And that's what they are. And whether you want to accept it or not, if you accept it, then you're going to be a lot better when we lose in the playoffs. If you don't want to accept it, you're going to learn the hard way. I already accepted it. I expect this Eagles team to go to the playoffs and go home with an L. If we win the wild card game, that's fine. We'll go to the division round and we will get put in the dirt. Unless we have some miracle or we head to the Super Bowl. And then we'll lose to the Ravens. Dude, we're not going to the Super Bowl. You could throw that shit. You could flush that shit. Flush it like a rotor. Flush it. Take all that crap that you were saying and throw it in the goddamn toilet. Flush all that shit. Flush all the expectations you had. Flush all that and come back to reality and stop living in fantasy. And that's what most of these Eagle content, not all most of them, but some of them who on their podcasts want to sit there and want to talk positive shit. This team ain't nothing but negative. And if you don't want to accept it, that's fine. This team lost to a Cardinals team. Come on, bro. You're never happy. You're right, I'm not happy. Why would I be happy that we lose to teams that we shouldn't have? You had a 10-1 record. And I said it from the beginning, the 10-1 record didn't mean shit to me. How many times are we going to hear over and over again from Nick and Brian Johnson? We're going to get better. No, you're not. Shut up. I'm tired of hearing the same. I feel like I'm hearing Carson Wentz's press conference again. One of Jeffrey Lurie's acting actually helping the coaches right now. Because it's the same acting over and over again. No wonder why Jeffrey Lurie, I'm telling you, Jeffrey Lurie's telling them what they telling them what they want to say. Because it's an act, it has to be an acting skit. Ain't no way you're sitting there telling us that we're in the playoffs, man. After the way you played, that's the last thing on your mind is the playoffs. Because the guy who cost you a Super Bowl punked you and laughed at you. You let Mr. Pinocchio / what's that Roger Rabbit character, Dr. Doom, Big Nose, Lion Ants, DC come into your building, eat all your food, and do whatever he wants. Put his foot on the furniture, wipe his ass on the furniture, shit in your coffee cup, piss in your flower pot, and you did nothing. Like sorry ass, disgraceful teams do, like the Eagles this year. And where you had it wasn't crazy, and I was laughing. But now when you look at it, I don't think you beat the Panthers. Honestly, I think they would struggle. I think the Panthers would actually have a game against us. I'm so glad. You know what? Maybe this year they should make the Panthers more of a playoff team so they can play us. So we can lose to a rookie. Maybe they should make the Panthers available for us to play. Maybe we'll win a playoff game. Maybe. Probably not. We'll probably lose to a rookie. Even though they're eliminated. But I wish they made the Panthers our opponent. I don't feel comfortable with anybody else. I think we lose to Tampa Bay if we play them. I think anybody can beat us at this point. I think the Pop Warner football team, the Pendle Wildcats down the street from me, the Neshaminy Redskins that can beat us. Little League football teams, the football squad can beat us. Clemson can beat us. Alabama can beat us. Anybody can beat us. I can beat them. It's a joke, man. A high school football team can beat us. And if we don't beat them, it's going to be a close game. Because we couldn't even put any team away at this point. I don't think we could put a college team away. This team's a joke, man. It's a flat-out joke. You can talk about playoffs all you want. Okay. Drink that Kool-Aid you want. I hope it's good, man. Because you're gonna have a sick belly afterwards. Because that Kool-Aid ain't gonna taste like Kool-Aid. It's gonna taste like stale Kool-Aid. You can drink all you want. You want blueberry, strawberry, lemonade, whatever Kool-Aid you think is going to help you, you're gonna have a sick stomach. Because the real medicine is when we get our ass whooped in the playoffs. And then I expect that. I expect whoever comes into Philadelphia, or we don't play in Philadelphia, we go to their stadium, we get our ass embarrassed. And I'm preparing for it, honestly. I'm mentally ready for us to lose in the playoffs if it happens. Because I don't see Brian Johnson out coaching some of these offense coordinators they're going to run circles over that dude's head anytime. Oh my God. That defense corner is going to run circles around Brian Johnson. Oh my God. I hope to God we don't play the Lions the first round. Oh my God. See Jagon Johnson getting in the last laugh. I don't know what our rankings is. I don't even know what a playoff picture looks like. At this point, give me a college football team versus the Eagles. Because I don't think we can beat them. Maybe we should get one of those XFL football teams and put them in the NFL and see if they can beat them. And make Johnny Manziel the quarterback on the other side and see if Johnny Manziel can actually win against the Eagles. Terrell Pryor could probably win against the Eagles right now. They're horrible. They're a flat-out joke, man. It's a flat-out joke, bro. If we don't, it's going to be close. We don't what? Are they losing the playoffs, man? They're not winning. Listen, this team made a perfect statement that they are not a good football team, despite the talent. And I said, I don't care. Listen, I told people many times, you can bring all the talent you want. The Browns had talent when they got Odell Beckham in the trade. How did it work out for them? All that talent, and you went home. You can have all that talent. It comes down to coaching. Coaching. And if you don't have the right coaches, you're fucked. Sorry to bust your bubble. For anybody who's sensitive, that's an Eagle fan who think that 11-5 is still good enough. I don't care about the record, man. Because guess what? You can go one and done just like the Ravens when Lamar Jackson had home field advantage and he went one and done. The Baltimore Ravens went one and done. The Bills went one and done. The Dolphins went one and done. You've seen teams go one and done. So why can't we? You think I care about that record? Honestly, I don't give a shit at this point. You know what we're playing like? We're playing like a maybe I would say like a 9-8, not 9-7, not 9-7, maybe close to that, but 11-5. There's no way we should have been 11. We really should have been even more. The fact that we're 11-5 is bad because you lost 5 games because you're not coaching right, you're not disciplined, and you make mistakes. The coaching, the fact that Nick Sirianni took the timeout, that goes back to what Andy Reid showed. It gave me Andy Reid flashbacks. And not the good Andy Reid flashbacks of his time management. Why are you calling a timeout in that situation? And then not only that, your players don't even know what's going on. It's so bad that these players are literally trying to run out different guys while trying to get the playoff. Like, come on, man. You're throwing a deep shot on when you could have just ran the ball on third down. You're throwing a deep shot to Devontae Smith. Now Devontae got to make that catch. But it's like, why are we taking deep shots? We take deep shots every time. We try to take the top off the defense when literally all you had to do was just run the ball. And we make it so complicated. I'm telling you, hire me as an offensive coordinator, man. And I get this shit fixed in a heartbeat. I don't even need to be paid. I do it voluntarily. Hire me, Howie, so I can fix your crap. Hire me, Jeffrey Lurie. You want that pass-happy offense? We ain't running pass-happy offense when I'm running it. We running the ball. It's swift to me. Gainwell's benched if I'm the offense coordinator. The only time Gainwell's out there, hey, Gainwell, go give me a water bottle. Now sit your ass back on that bench. Ain't be no Gainwell. And if Howard Roseman has a problem with that, then he can suck it up. But like I said in my last show, I would love to be in that press box and try to figure out why they love Gainwell so much. What do you see out of him that you don't see out of Swift? What? Like there must be some dirt that Swift had against him in the offseason. I don't know how you don't run Swift. It's such a waste of talent, bro. I can't believe we're going out like this. I mean, I can. Because, listen, I saw week 1. Nick needs to be fired as well. I mean, he will be. I don't see him lasting. But here's the thing. I mean, Nick can get fired all he wants. But here's the problem. It's Jeff Lou and Hal Roseman that have to give up some power. No coach is going to want to come here unless it's a yes man, which we hire because we don't want to hire guys because we don't want to give them full access. We're afraid of going to the Chip Kelly mode. Meanwhile, Chip Kelly, Jeffrey Lurie made that bozo decision. We should not be held ransom and suffer because Lurie decided to be stupid. Because, like I said, if Chip Kelly wanted to leave, I would have let him walk. You didn't do nothing. You won a wild card at best. Why would I would have let him walk? I'm leaving. Bye. But Doug wanted more power. He got fired. Nick is going to want more fired. He will get fired. James Conner is an underrated run back. He dealt with injuries, but damn good when he's up. Yeah, well, here's the thing, man. James Conner should not be running on us like that. That should not happen. I'll give a damn James Conner is Marshawn Lynch 2.0. Or if he's freaking Barry Sanders 2. I don't care. There's no way he should be running like that on us. He looked like David Johnson. I saw David Johnson from 2015 run on us. That's what I saw. I saw a 2015 reincarnation of David Johnson when he ran the shit on us when we had E.J. Biggers and freaking Ed Reynolds. Yeah, that's what I saw when I saw James Conner. Was a freaking another reincarnation of David Johnson, the running back / Cardinal that ran the ball on us and killed us. And if you don't know what that was, I mean, that's when Jordan Matthews had that one touchdown. He was doing the Rocky Balboa was fucking celebration while we're getting blown out. But it wasn't too that bad. But again, Kyle Murray isn't a great quarterback. But again, you couldn't stop the weakness, and that was stop the pat. You couldn't stop their strength, and they run the ball. That's their strength. You couldn't stop James Conner. James Conner looked like David Johnson running over us in 2015. That's what he looked. He looked like a 2015 David Johnson. A reincarnation of David Johnson. Running over guys like E.J. Biggers and Ed Reynolds. And Byron Maxwell. Can someone tell me why James Barry was put in the slot today? Explain to me that one. The link is pinged up if you want to come and rant. If you want to blow some steam up, the link is in there. I'll listen to you. You want to try to tell me that we should be more positive, I'll listen to you. It's y'all time, man. It's y'all time, man. Or tell me retyping, man. Retype this one. When we lose the playoffs, man, you could tell me once again I was wrong. I mean, cool. You wanna tell me I don't know what to talk about? That's fine. I mean, I don't know how you could say that when they lose to the Cardinals. Listen, I respect your opinion, but once you say I'm just typing, no, you just over positive. And I'm gonna be real with my team. Gainwell needs to go, bro. I wanted him traded in the deadline. I was hoping we trade him for something. At this point, give me a can of worms for him. He stinks. He's fucking overhyped. He's fucking trash. I also told people this. Reed Blankenship ain't good. Oh, Reed Blankenship, the bet man. Give me a break. That man is such an overrated safety. That man can't tackle. That man can't cover. And I don't understand this, right? Because when I saw Sidney Brown in Reed Blankenship's spot, where he had that big pick six, he looked more comfortable in that position. If I'm Howard Roseman, honestly, I would keep Sidney Brown in that position, in that same spot, and maybe move Reed Blankenship on the other side. I mean, he's a nice story, but he's not a future. He's not. Whether you want to admit it or not, he's not a future safety. He is what he is. He's a good project, but he's not for what we had. But dude, I'm drafting Kitchens, man. If I ever get a safety in this draft, I want Kitchens, man. I want Kitchens, and I want to pair him with Sidney Brown. Because Sidney Brown, listen, he shut me up today. He was the only bright spot on his team, other than AJ and maybe Jalen Hurts and DeAndre Swift. I mean, man, it's disgraceful. Letting Cardinals receivers like killing the Eagles. Yeah, I mean, that's that bend and break, Vic Fangio type defense. That lovely Vic Fangio bend and break. We want to sit back all day and let guys convert. That's that Vic Fangio defense, man. That is that so-called genius that they look up to. These two. Listen, man. I'm not trying to curse out Howie and Jeffrey Lowe. I'm going to calm down because what I was about to say would have been anti-Howie and Lowe. I'm pissed right now, and it is what it is. Matt Patricia ain't it. Matt Patricia not calling the plays, bro. Matt Patricia is calling the size plays. Matt Patricia is literally the guy that's calling with Sean Asai. Why do you think Sean Asai is in the booth? Sean Asai is the guy who's calling the plays. Well, he was today. Matt Patricia might have been calling 2 weeks. I told you, man, that the second Matt Patricia switched up last week, they talked to him and told him he had to call what Sean Asai was calling. Watch, I'm telling you, the report's going to come out that Howie Roseman and Jeffrey Lurie sat Nick Sirianni and Matt Patricia down and asked them why they were throwing and why Matt Patricia was calling a press zone. Why he was making the defense more aggressive. That they didn't like the style of defense that he was calling. Watch, how much you want to bet that they were actually telling Nick Sirianni that they need to run Kenny Gainwell more. And Jeffrey Lurie wanted more passing than running. How much you want to bet those reports coming out? And I'm going to tell you right now, there's going to be a report that's coming out. Either Jeff McClain going to write it or one of those beat writers going to write it. They're going to say one of the players went up to the office and demanded some coach to be fired. Watch. It's going to get ugly, man. It's going to get ugly. Those reports are going to come out soon. We're going to get some juicy reports coming out soon. We need to go after Jeremy Chin. They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. Howie Roseman, listen, Jeremy Chin, I mean, I would love Jeremy Chin. But, I mean, yeah, then again, Jeremy Chin would be nice. I think they would. But I don't know, man. I don't know what their plans are. Kyler Murray's he is an average quarterback. He can't read a defense, and he's not good with his arm. Some of those throws were easy throws because we made it predictable. Swift is getting less. Yeah, it's disgraceful, man. It's disgraceful. They showed 1,000 yards, how much he broke. It's like, dude, he should have way more than that. Think about how much talent you're not using. Like again, they use Kenny Gainwell in the pass offense. Like they will throw the ball to Kenny Gainwell out the backfield. Why not do that with Swift? I don't understand this franchise. I don't understand them. Why did you trade for Swift again? Explain to me that if you're going to make Kenny Gainwell the number one running back. Why did you not just trade Penny in the trade deadline? You're going to lose him for nothing. Because you wanted to outsmart us like we were stupid? We know you're not running Penny. So cut him. Waive him. Do something. Because you put him on a roster and activate him every week just to do nothing. What? To sit on the bench? Stupid, man. It's stupid. I don't get it. I think it's ludicrous. I think it's silly. Swift is getting less than, it's bad, man. I don't like that one bit. Gainwell should be serving through that. Man, he should be fluffing my pillow. That's what he needs to be doing. He should be fluffing my pillow right now. He should be vacuuming my room right now. He should be a goddamn maid with a maid suit on, with a maid, the one that goes around. He should be that. He should not be no goddamn number one running back over DeAndre Swift. I mean, think about it, man. And I said this in my live stream earlier. I don't think they would even use Christian McCaffrey if they traded for him. If you switch running backs right now, and the 49ers had Swift, and we had McCaffrey, I still think they would have made Kenny Gainwell the number one running back. I truly believe that. I'm sick of the Kenny Gainwell though. I really am. And then people tell me, well, and then tomorrow they'll show one clip of him pass blocking, and they'll make excuse. Well, that's why Swift not on the field. Too bad. Half of the times he's missing his blocks. So called for the greatest pass blocker. Fuck out of here. If you want a pass blocker, go sign J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, because he was a good blocker, right? I'm tired of this team, man. I'm tired of watching the same pathetic ass offense/defense every time. And yet you got bozos DMing me and telling me I should be okay with it. No, I'm not. You could be okay with it if you have the low expectations. I got high expectations. When you go to the Super Bowl, your job is to try to get back. And you got a window right now to win. And now it looks like it's closed. For this year, it did. Now, next year, can we go back? Absolutely, we could. But you need the right offensive coordinator. You need to draft properly. And you got a lot of decisions to make. Eagles continue to be a pass-happy offense with CMC. If we had CMC. Listen, man, CMC would be just like Swift. I think Gainwell would be the number one still. I mean, they obsessed with Gainwell, man. They're obsessed with him, and I don't understand it, man. It's like they send DeAndre Swift to one prison to another prison. That's just a little bit more a Roman. You're a little more of a Roman prison, which is still prison. You pretty much traded for another guy that was unhappy because they weren't using him, and you did the same thing. You backstabbed them, basically. And you his home team. I feel bad for Swift, man. Like I've been saying with the Eagles earlier, we throw with this. I've been saying with the Eagles, it's either we throw deep or we run with her. Yeah, I mean it's too predictable. We don't do short passes or run the ball with. No, we don't. And on third down, when Kenny Gainwell's in the backfield, you know it's either a throw or it's a run. You know if it's a throw. If Kenny Gainwell's in the backfield, it's either a throw or it's a quarterback run, or it's a hanging off the Gainwell. Like no one is fooled. I don't know if this office coaches think that they're fooling anybody, but they not. And Howie Roseman ain't fooling nobody, because he is part of the blame. Howie Roseman needs to look himself in the mirror. Jeffrey Lurie needs to sit down and say, you know what? We might have been too much in the input in this offense. They need to, when they have their press conference, they need to ask Jeffrey Lurie to maybe give some power and ask him, are you telling the coaches what to run? And ask them that. And that's what they need to ask him. I want to see Jeffrey Lurie says something. And the Eagles can't blitz. No, their blitz is so predictable. They don't even know how to blitz properly. Even that Kyler Murray blitz, Kyler Murray knew exactly what the blitz was so obvious. You saw that blitz from a mile, and Murray saw that too. And that's why he was able to escape and throw a ball straight in the end zone. And guess who was on him? Merle, who can't cover, who sucks. Because you rely on that Vic Fangio, because you're hyped, you're obsessed with the Vic Fangio. The Vic Fangio ways, who's a fucking loser defensive coordinator. Could someone tell me what Vic Fangio has won? Did he win a Super Bowl? Has he been to a Super Bowl and actually did something with it? How many coaches have they been fired from? And yet we want to promote his offense. I'm sorry, not his offense, his defense that he runs, or we want to keep running this sorry ass bend and break trash bin defense. Why don't we honor? Like, I don't understand it, right? Like, Jeffrey Lurie's been here when Jim Johnson was around. Why don't you honor that? He was a legend. Why don't you honor that? You honor a Vic Fangio defense that never won nothing. Come on, man. Like, we honor bums. We honor fucking trash. Well, since, it's trash, let's run it. The Eagles like to see an offense that's depleted. They look at the Buffalo Bills and they say, we want to run that. Well, newsflash you, what does the Buffalo Bills want? They didn't win shit. How many times have they been to the playoffs and got bounced out because they were too pass happy? And yet you run that. Jeffrey Lurie's obsessed with it. From 10-1 to 11, it's disgraceful, man. It's disgraceful. And you got dumbasses in the comments probably telling me, well, did you think who thought we're going undefeated? Shut up. Stop it. Who had us going undefeated? Let me know. Because I didn't. Stop saying that. You sound stupid when you say that. No one has us going undefeated, but I do expect us to put teams away. If we had Derwin James, the defense still would be saying, listen, man, you can bring anybody in there. You can bring like everybody wants to talk about Zach Ertz. They said Darius Leonard was going to change the defense. Listen, when we brought Darius Leonard, I didn't understand why. I don't understand why. Darius Leonard ain't helping. There was no point in. Listen, I feel bad for Darius Leonard. He was fooled. He thought he was going to a team that was ready to win, and too bad he went right back where he was in Indianapolis. One and done. There's fireworks going on. I mean, it's disgraceful, man. It's horrible. I had us going 14-3. I had us going 15-2, bro. I'm hoping they don't light my house up on fire. But yeah, man, I mean, it is what it is, man. This team is not fixing their ways. We continue to hear the sad sob story over and over again. They're going to change their ways. We're going to get better. I'm tired of hearing it. I'm done with it. Week 1, you said that. Okay. Week 2, okay. Week 3, okay. I mean, come on, bro. We're in the last game of the season against the Giants. We're at December 31st. You had all year to fix this, and nothing's been changed. Not even one tweak. They throw one little creative play out there and think that they're fooling everybody. And it's just not creative, man. It's not creative. And, you got fans in comments talk about, well, the Office last year. Listen, the Office last year was scoring 31. Shut up, man. Okay, you want to talk about the Colts game? That's fine. Okay, you got that. You want to talk about, what's the other one? But the other ones, they were scoring 31. Shut up. The Titans game, we scored 31 on them. What are we talking about? Other than the other two, we dropped 38 points. So stop it. Talk about, well, this offense is saying, no, it's not. And if you think that, you're a fucking idiot. And I want to plan out tell you that to your face. You're an idiot. You're allowed your opinion, but I'm still allowed to call you an idiot. This offense ain't the same for what it was. And just because we struggle against the Colts does not make it excusable for why we played the way we are now. It would be better if the Eagles won. I would love the Fireworks even more. We should be 5-11 right now. Yeah. 17 weeks, we still look like week 1. Dude, I expect us to play the exact same way in the playoffs. I think we're going to rest the starters in this game. I would. Then again, I can see our coach do it. And then we end up getting someone else hurt. I'd rest the starters, honestly. There's nothing else to play for. You didn't get the number 1 seed. You didn't get the number 2 seed. It's over. It's over. Get ready for the playoffs. Get ready to travel on the road. Get ready to go in a tough climate and get embarrassed. This year we have 4 games under 20 points. Dude, we're not the same offense from last year. I don't know why people try to bring up the Colts game. The Colts game was because Jonathan Gannon fucking stinks. That's why. It had nothing to do with the offense. I watched that game at work. Jonathan Gannon was trash. Was leaving guys like Matt Ryan convert. Had nothing to do with the offense, bro. They fumbled the ball, but the offense was really bailing them out. This not the same offense, man. We were scoring 31 points every time pretty much. I don't know what else they want me to say. If you think this offense is doing what they're doing last year, you're wrong. I'm going to tell you like that. You're wrong. People forget the Colts beat the Chiefs last year. Yeah, well, and not only that, I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, dude, like, they act like I should be caring about what other team. I don't care about other teams, man. I could care less what the Cowboys do, honestly. I didn't watch the game yesterday. I didn't care to watch it. I was worried about my team. And once again, we failed. We failed to convert and capitalize on opportunities. And it is what it is. It is what it is, man. This team's a joke, bro. It's a joke, man. We got 6 people in the chat. Hit that like button, subscribe. Eagles can't they can't put teams away, man. They can't. I mean, like I said, they can't put any team away. They can't put any team away, or they get blown out. One of those two happens. They either make it a close game and lose, or struggle and the quarterback to bail them out, or kick a field goal and win the game, or they get blown out, or they lose like they did today. It's disgraceful, man. It's disgraceful that you lose to the Cardinals. Now I can't even laugh at the Cowboys. Now I have to say, hey, we lost to the Cardinals too. I did not think in a million years we would lose to the Arizona Cardinals, as bad as they are, especially Jonathan Gannon. Jalen Hurts and Jake Elliott have been balling these bailing. Yeah, absolutely. And you got a lot of content creators who want to blame Jalen. If you blame Jalen for this game, man, you just weren't watching this game. How can you blame someone else, blame a quarterback, when all he's doing is trying to bail his coach staff out? Again, Nick Sani, I'll say one more time for everybody in the back who don't clearly watch the games and want to blame Jalen Hurts, or the content creators who want to watch all 22. On 1st and 20, quarterback run for 4 yards. On quarterback run for 4 yards again. A bubble screen to Gainwell. How are you supposed to seed in that offense? What do you want Jalen to do? He's trying to make shit into gold. He's trying to take a shit turd that they gave him and trying to turn it into some gold. And eventually it's still going to turn into shit. That's what they want him to do. They want him to take some shit and try to make it into some gold. Come on, man. Like and a lot of people want to blame Jalen Hurts. I don't blame him. I think he missed some throws. But again, man, it's the coaching, bro. And look at this, man. Since week 12, no team in the NFL has more yards allowed. The 32nd in points allowed. 32nd, then like, come on, man. The Eagles are 32nd now in points allowed. And that was the Cardinals. And you couldn't capitalize on that? You couldn't capitalize on that? Every player right now is angry with the coach staff. Julio Jones was upset. You saw Julio yelling on the sidelines. It's predictable. It's predictable, man. And it's sad to watch. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look how they are. What up? Look from that to this. That was last year. But watch, ready? I mean, you got Josh Sweat putting his head down. It's sad, man. It's sad. The Eagles lose to a 3-12 team, dropped to the 5th seed. So now they're the 5th seed. 49ers clinched the number 1 seed. The Cowboys clinched the East next week. Devontae Smith is injured with crutches, and Avonte Maddox is re-injured. They now have to go to play the most injury-plagued field in the league next week. Yep. It's a joke, man. And all you had to do was win your game. Matter of fact, all you had to do was beat the 49ers when you had a chance. And you didn't take them seriously. This team is done. They officially called it's pretty much like watching your execution. You're watching your execution and you're waiting for the sign where you're put to electric chair. You sent to the old Sparky. You're on death row until you're ready to be executed. That's what it is when I'm watching this team. They're getting a life sentence and they're on death row waiting for them to be executed and sent to the grave. It's sad, man. It's fucking sad. And now that benching Bradley Roby. So you bench Bradley Roby, right? Because you want to bring Maddox back. And I like Maddox, but dude, you got to figure something out, man. If he re-injured himself again, you got to go, bro. You got to go. You just can't stay healthy, man. And we can't count on you. You guys handed us the division. Yeah, we did. We flat out gave you the division. We literally put on the platter and say, here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Shout out to Thomas R. Peterson, by the way. Eagles in field goal range. 1st and 20, quarterback run 4 yards. 2nd and 16, quarterback run 4 yards. Burned a timeout. 3rd and 20, wide receiver fucking screen. I mean, it's crazy.
holes and a bunch of gaps right there.
Look at
You're
this
running
man.
a gap scheme that has a chance to hit for big yards that we needed to get back into it. We could have thrown it there too. We chose to go there. It didn't hit. But I think that sometimes with the gap scheme stuff that you do, it's more of you got to do some different things to cancel out gaps if they're bringing everything out. And so that's why we went that way. It didn't work. The screen, we were third and what was it? It was 13.
You don't even know what the play you're running? Why are you asking a reporter what play you run? You should know what play you're in. The fact he said, what, 3rd and 13? Like you want to be a smart Alex. A smart Alex. Oh, 30, what is it, 30, 30? Like, stop it, man. You know what play you ran. And I don't know why you're justifying it. Nick Sirianni explains the final offense sequence that was draw, short pass. Says he didn't feel it was conservative play call. Really? You don't see a problem with running 2 quarterback runs where it did go nowhere. It made you go backwards. You don't see the problem when your quarterback was dealing with an injury before the season. Are we okay over here? Like, I feel like we got a bunch of morons running this team. We really are screwed in at this point. If you don't even know how to if you can't admit that you're wrong. Hey, Nick, accountability is something you clearly don't have. Then maybe you're not the right head coach for me. Maybe you need to go, bro. Because if you don't even know the problem is what you're doing is you're hurting a quarterback. I mean, Devontae's already on crutches. And yet you continue to do stupid shit. Get this guy out of here, man. I am so done with this clown. The haters who are hating about you clearly are winning. You allowed them to win. The guys who were making fun of you in the press conference, I was backing you up. But you know what? They're right about you. You weren't ready for the big moment, dude. Your time in shining was 1 year at maximum. You had 1 good year as a head coach. You made it 3 straight times to the playoffs. But we're not winning with this guy. Not at all. I mean, the fact that you're justifying the 2 quarterback runs. We got a college offense corner / quarterback coach running this team. And I know it's his play calling because he's the one who loves those quarterback runs in Florida State. I mean, not Florida State, Florida. With the Gators when he was the offense coordinator. That was his bread and butter. It's not working, man. It's not working, bro. It's not making you look good, bro. I advise you. I honestly would have done what AJ did, not talk to the media. Eagles need a head coach that knows what he's doing. But here's the thing. It's not going to matter what coach we get. If they fire Nick Sirianni, they're going to hire another yes man. They're not going to hire an experienced head coach because anybody who wants to come in and coach this team are going to want final say. And it's going to be a power struggle with Harry Roseman. And Jeffrey Lurie is not going to take a power away from Harry Roseman. Jeffrey Lurie has his hand in the cookie jar, just like Harry Roseman. That's why Gainwell's out there more than Swift. That's why Penny is not on the field. Harry Roseman picks the players who start on the field. Shane Steichen carried Nick Sirianni. It looks like it. We should have promoted Shane to no, we weren't going to do that. I don't know why people are saying that. You're not going to promote a head coach that just went to the Super Bowl and fire him. You're not going to fire a head coach that just went to the Super Bowl and promote an offense coordinator. First of all, we don't even know Shane Steichen would have done good in Philadelphia. We wouldn't even know that, honestly. Just because he's doing good in Indianapolis does not make him he would be good in Philadelphia. Because again, Shane Steichen would not want to be dictated by Howie Roseman. That's why he left. He did not want to be dictated by Howie Roseman and Jeffrey Lurie. That's why Doug Peterson left. That's why John D. Filippo left. Frank Wright left. Jim Schwartz left. Gannon left. Fuck that dude. Nick Rallis left. You see a pattern? Because I do. Nick Sirianni was never good. I don't know, man. I'm just saying he looks promising. Yeah, I mean because they allow him to run his offense. Jeffrey Lurie does not want Nick Sutton to run his own offense. And guess what? If it is his own offense, then it's horrible. But I think Howie Roseman, Jeffrey Lurie are finally are once again doing what they're not supposed to do, because last year they stepped back and they allowed the players to be coached by the coaches. And look what happened. They went to the Super Bowl. And now we're back to we are the owner, we're the GM, and we're going to dictate what offense we run because we want to be in charge. Well, then make Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Roseman the offensive coordinator and head coach, since they want to run things. It's ridiculous, man. They need to step back. They need to step back, man. I'm just saying, look promising. Yeah, I mean, he looks promising in Indianapolis. Does the Ec1 stand for the Eagles? Yeah, it's Eagle Champ 1. Because when we won Super Bowl in 2017. Gainwell only had around 300 yards this year. He should not even have that much, man. It's disgraceful. Gainwell is no different than an average player that everybody hypes because he blocks one play. And watch, tomorrow they're going to show one play of him pass blocking. And they're going to say, well, that's why Swift's not in the game. Why do you think he's not playing? Man, stop it, bro. I saw that dude get bullied today. Literally, they were blitzing his ass, and he couldn't even pick up the blocks. He sucks. He's absolute a joke. He's not what he was last year. And people want to hype him up. He's not good. He's not a good number 2. He's a good number 3. I told people he's not even a good number 3. He's actually a number 4 if you want to be real. I would rather have Penny on the ride. I've been saying I'd rather have Penny on this ride, but they don't put Penny out there. And I don't know what they're saving him for. They're not going to play him in the playoffs. And if you do that, I don't get it. But they're not going to do that. See, Josh Tellino said the Eagles were gifted on an onside recovery. Jalen Hurts connected with Ec1 for 18 yards, and then a penalty set up a first and 20. Over the next 3 snaps, the Eagles had 2 quarterback rushes and 0 vertical pass attempts. I mean, it's predictable. It's predictable. So the Eagles were gifted on onside recovery. Jalen Hurts connected with AJ, and once again, and then the Cardinals, Jonathan Gannon gave the Eagles every opportunity to win this game because he wasn't good. His defense was suspect in that game. And then the Eagles do what they do. They run 2 quarterback runs is crazy, man. I don't get it, bro. I don't understand. I swear they play too much Madden. They have to be. What, you playing Madden 24? Like Madden 25. Like, why are you playing fucking Madden with this call, man? And then my coach want to sit there and want to justify 2 quarterback runs. Really? Really? Hey, Nick. You're not helping this situation, buddy. You're not helping when you do that stuff. Take the flowers out your ass and come back to reality. Come back to reality. I know you want to live in fantasy world. Come back to reality. You fucking suck. You suck. You have not proved anything this year. You want to, I just want you to hear again how his voice sounds, man. Maybe they were right about you, that you maybe are immature. Because I don't know who he thinks he is. But if you think you justifying that play and you think that's okay, then you got to go, man. Pack your shit and get the hell out of Philadelphia, man. Because that's absolutely asinine that you even do that. even defend that. Where's it at, man? Jalen Hurts on that drive. It resulted in base game. I would need to watch the tape and see how we could have. It's the same shit. Same quote. It's the same quote, man. Philly halftime. The link is in here if you want to come on, bro. I don't know if you have time. It's 8:11. You probably have a show. But if you want to rant, you can. Shout out to my guy Philly halftime. This guy Nick Son is a joke, man. I don't know how you can I'm trying to tell you, man. If I heard this correctly, man, then that's absolutely disgusting. That you would even try to defend that play. Like, there's no defending that play. That should have never been called. It should have never been called, man. And the fact that you even call that, you got to go, bro. The curse of Edie Foot, man, get your clown. Listen, bro, we do not claim that dude. We do not claim that man. We don't promote that man. We don't even say his name. The 3-letter man is not welcome on this channel. Cupcake man, whatever you want to call him, the fat Tootsie Roll is not welcome on this channel. Don't mention him in my comments or you will get times. And I don't time people out, but I don't claim that man. We're not part of that guy. He's not an Eagle fan. He was an Eagle fan the day he wrote to the Commander fans / Redskin fans thanking him for beating us. So you can stop with that. And wiping his ass with a Cowboys, wiping his ass with an Eagles hat. He showed his true colors then, and he shows true colors now, despite the pedo shit. We don't claim that man, and don't repeat that again, or you will be blocked. Not even blocked, you'll just be sitting. I don't claim that man. I don't represent that man. That man is nothing but a fraud-ass Eagle fan. He's nothing but a fat, overweight monster that should be thrown in jail. Should really have a bullet in his head if you want to be real. Really, to be honest, should not be living. I'm surprised no one has beaten the shit out of him yet. Because honestly, I don't know why he's not in jail. We don't claim that dude. We don't represent that dude. Please don't compare him to us. And that goes for anybody. Anybody who mentioned EDP is getting times. Because we do not claim that guy. Because everybody wants to put us like we're one of them. No, man. We do not claim that man. Man, get your clown ass off my page, man. I don't know who the fuck you talking to, bro. Telling me to shut up. It's my channel, buddy. Get your bitch ass off my page. Now go make another fake profile. Get your ass off my channel. Yeah, that's right. Boy, shut up. You shut up. Get off my channel. I don't know who you talking to. This is my platform. Anytime you wanted to leave, you could. And now I get the last laugh. Ha ha! Get your clown ass off my page, man. Want to act tough in the comments, bro. Get your clown ass off my page, man. Now, bye-bye. I don't block people like that, nah, man. You gotta go, bro. You can get your clown ass off my page. Get your goofball, weird ass. I don't even know who you are. I never seen you on my platform. You gonna come and talk crazy on me? Get your bitch ass off my page, bro. Who do you think you are? Now get your clown ass out of here and go somewhere else, man. You're not welcome on my page. And if everybody sees anything like that dude on my page again, time his ass out. Get his ass out of here. We banned him for life. He's on lockdown 24/7. No food, no drinks. Straight out in lockdown in a goddamn one cell. Matter of fact, we didn't put him in the cell. We put him straight in the hole. He's in the hole where he can't talk to people outside. except him. I don't know who you talking to, man. You ain't talking to me. Get your bitch ass on my page, bro. Coming here with all that tough shit, man. You better go over somewhere else with that. Jaden, Chris, for real, the Eagles will still use him more than Swift. Exactly, man. Even Gannon ran the ball more. Yeah, I mean, Gannon ran the ball definitely. He ran the ball definitely. Gainwell's been horrible. Been saying all year does not deserve. No, he don't deserve on the field at halftime. He does not deserve to be on the field. He does not deserve to be on the field at all. And the fact that he has more touches than Swift, it's unreal, bro. It's fucking unreal. Like they obsessed with this guy. I don't know why we traded for Swift. I think it's a waste, honestly. You could have just made Gainwell your number one running back, and man, I wouldn't be so mad because I expected it. But my God, man, what a waste! All the expectation for Swift, man, just to go out the window. I was so excited when we traded for him. I should have knew they were doing some goofy shit like that. They don't want to use Swift because they want to prioritize in Gainwell. Man, get your ass out of here with that, man. Gainwell stinks. And by the way, he sucked at pass blocking. For anybody who wants to sit there and say, well, he's a good pass blocker. No, he's not. I don't know who told you that. And if you want to hire a pass blocker, hire J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. He was a good receiver blocker. He blocked as a receiver. If that's what we want and we admire that, let's hire J.J. Arcega-Whiteside back. It's not too late. It's not too late. Hire J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. I'm serious. What's the problem? We admire pass blockers, shitty running backs who can't really do anything other than pass block. No different than J.J. Arcega-Whiteside who can't really run, but yet we put him over Fogel. Like what are we doing, man? What is this? Are we okay in the head? I feel like we're in clown world right now. Can I get out of that circus right now? Because this is reality, bro. And the reality is this team. I mean, I don't think the players and the coaches are. I don't even know what's going on in that building, but I want to know. I would love to be reported right now. Oh, I would have so much fun. I'll be interviewing Howard Roseman, Jeffrey Lord. I mean, it's going to get so fun with these articles coming out. You're going to hear a lot of pointing fingers. I'm telling you, it's going to get real in that scene. It's going to get real. It's going to get real. It's going to get real. And it's going to get ugly fast. I forgot about Fogum. Yeah. The guy that we released over J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And people tell me, well, Fogum isn't good. Man, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside should not have made that roster. But that's what we admire. We admire guys who can only block. Well, shit, go give me J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And then we can admire the blocking as a receiver too. Like, seriously, man. Like, who cares if he can pass block? I don't give a fucking shit if he can pass block. He can't run the ball. And he's slow in reading his blocks. You saw Swift, man. Like, I want to sit in the press box and ask Howie Roseman, Jeffrey Lurie, as he's watching this with his binoculars, why do you do this? What do you see out of Gainwell that you don't see out of Swift? It must be something that we're not seeing. Because I've been watching football for a while, and I can tell you one thing. If anybody in a mama with a brain can see that Gainwell is not better than DeAndre Swift, and yet our lovely franchise up top thinks otherwise, I want to sit in the press box and ask them, what do you see out of him? Seriously. What do you see out of him? What? I don't get it. Were you forced to trade for Swift? Like, what was the point of trading for him? Why did you bring him back to Philadelphia? You did him a disservice, honestly. Honestly, you did DeAndre Swift a disservice. If you wanted to make Kenny Gainwell the number one running back, you should have just, I don't know, not traded for one and just stuck with Gainwell in the offseason and make him that number one running back where we didn't have to worry about a running back coming in. Like, you signed Penny For what? You don't use him. He's activated today. Don't see him. What are you saving him for? At this point, just get rid of him. You're not going to use him, and you're wasting his time for a team that could use him for sure. I don't get this team sometimes. I don't get this front office. And I'm trying real not hard not to go back on that Jeffrey Lowe and Howie Roseman hate type time, man. Because Howie Roseman's done a phenomenal job in drafting. But my God, we can't be this stupid. We cannot be this stupid where we think Gainwell should be out there more because he pass blocks. People tell me, well, he's a draft pick. That's not why. They like him because he pass blocks, honestly. And it's pathetic. Yeah, Penny is definitely better in the game. Well, I honestly think I honestly think that the other running back was better than him. Listen, Gainwell should be on the bench. He really should be on the practice squad if you want to be real. That guy's not a star player. He's just not. And yet we treat him like a number one. I feel like we're doing the exact same thing to Swift like we did to Fogum with J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. We admire draft picks so much. When it doesn't work, we continue to make it work. He's not good. He's not good, man. I don't get it, bro. It's sad, bro. It's sad that we treat players like we do, man. We've been here for a while, man. We got 8 people watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, man. Appreciate for watching. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate for watching. Subscribe. Like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? How the Eagles are third down defense will take away from Sean Aside before a demotion for the record. Jeff McClain's an idiot. I don't even listen to this shit. It's a fucking goofball. This team's a joke, bro. Like, I feel bad for the players, man. I hope one of those players went up to Howie and said, fire these coaches, man. Seriously, bro. Seriously, you got to get rid of them, man. You got to get rid of them, bro. I don't know how you bounce back from this. I don't. And if you don't find Ixani, then you got to get him an offense coordinator. And Brian Johnson cannot get. I don't want to hear Brian Johnson. Brian Johnson don't need another year. He needs to get the hell out of here. He needs to pack his bags and go. I don't even know what team would want him as a head coach. I hope someone picks him up as a head coach. Please do. Since he's supposed to be the hot candidate for coach. I mean, if you think he's a coach, man, I would hope. Let me know what idiot thinks he's a coach, man. Let me know. Take him off our hands. Even Boss Scott's better. Boss Scott is better, yeah. He is. The only draft pick we admired was Rager. Yeah, I mean, we put Rager over Devontae Smith in his first year. I mean, it's a pattern, man. And it's the front office doing this. It's the front office. We try to give J.J. Arcega-Whiteside so many chances until we finally traded him. And I feel like we're doing that with Kenny Gainwell. We're not going to give up until this guy doesn't do nothing. And then we're going to trade him for what, a 5th rounder? And then we do the same thing. I thought we learned our lesson from not, putting players, not putting guys who were like. I thought we learned our lesson. I thought so, of guys who are vets over winners. Like, come on. Like, what do you like? I want to be in that press box so bad, and that's Howie and Jeffrey Lowe. Straight up. Why do you continue to put Gainwell out there? What do you see? What do you see? It gotta be something else, man. Ain't no way you think Gainwell is better than Sweat. I don't understand that organization. I don't. I didn't want Rager in the first. I didn't want Rager in the first. I didn't like Rager's pick. I didn't like that pick, and I still don't. I didn't want Justin Jefferson. I wanted Patrick Queen. I wanted Patrick Queen or CeeDee Lamb at the time. But not Patrick Queen. I think that linebacker that was in the draft I wanted. Yeah, Patrick Queen was in the draft. Never mind. Patrick Queen was in the draft. Yeah, I wanted Patrick Queen. Yeah, Patrick Queen was in the draft, wasn't he? Was he in the draft? I think he was. When did Patrick? Oh, let me see when Patrick Queen got drafted. Because Patrick Queen got drafted. What year was Patrick Queen drafted? I think he was. Let's see. So he was drafted in 2020. So yeah, that was the same year we drafted Rager in 2020. Yep. So I wanted Patrick Queen, and he was drafted with the 28th overall pick. We had a chance to get him. We didn't get him. 28th overall pick, yeah. And what did we have? We had what? What did we have when we got Rager in? Was it the last pick? It was before the last pick, right? So yeah, we yeah. So I don't think we would have a chance to get him because I think he would have been taken by now. Rager was drafted where? I don't even remember, man. That's how much he stunk. That's how much he was trash. I don't even remember when he was drafted. I really don't give a rat's ass, honestly. I wanted CD and Judy. Yeah, but I also wanted Ruggs too. I was hoping Ruggs would fall to us. When Ruggs was taken, I knew we were going to mess up somehow. The 21st pick. Okay. So, yeah, we had a chance on Patrick Queen. If he was taken, if that's what you're saying, he was taken the 28th, we had a chance to draft him. But, like, we don't draft linebackers. I'm not surprised. I wanted Patrick Queen, man. I wanted him. That was my guy in that draft. It was Ruggs, Queen, Judy, and Lamb. Those were my four. And maybe Jeremy Chin. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I didn't have Rager in the first round. We had a 21st overall pick and drafted. Yeah, I mean, listen, bro. I mean, we got AJ Brown, but again, man, I mean, I feel like Gainwell is another JJ on our team, bro. It's like we can't get rid of one stinky player, so we try to admire another stinky player. And that's what they did with JJ Arcega-Whiteside. Howie Roseman made sure JJ was still in the vocal point in the offense. And that's what we do with Gainwell. Like we did it last year with Miles Sanders. Even though Miles Sanders ain't better than Swift, but still, like we admire stinky picks because we want it to work so bad. I don't get it, man. I don't understand it. Yeah, I know. I remember that. Quez is gone next year. I think he's a free agent, I believe. If not, he needs to go. He needs to be traded. I'm done with this shenanigan. I'm done with this shit. He had one stop. I don't think he had a stop this year. I mean, you know, I'm surprised he's not on the field more. And I'm not trying to make it a good thing. I'm trying to make it I'm surprised he wasn't even a favorite. You know what I'm saying? But they were doing it for a while in the beginning of the season. And that's what they need to do with Gainwell. They need to sit him down with Quez, man. Because I don't know what Swick can do to prove this team. Yeah, I think he's a free agent this year. Yeah, he's a free agent in 2024. Yep, thank you. Yeah, he's out of here. I would not sign him back. And I hope to God we don't sign him back. Quez regrets after the command. Quez has never been good, man. Even in this rookie, he has some flashy plays. But Quez had trouble. That's why he dropped in the draft, man. That's why he was drafted where he was. He had trouble with his route running. He could not run routes. He had all the speed in the world. That's why I was a big fan of John Hightower. I was excited to get him. I wanted him over Quez, but we released him over Quez. Now I don't know where John Hatter is. I think he's nowhere on the team, but he would have been a lot better than Quez, man, because he didn't have all the speed in the world, but he could track a ball. I mean, sometimes he could. That's the one thing that he did in Boise State was he tracked the ball. But Quez, I never, is what it is. Quez was never really. No, he wasn't that really good. He's not. He's another speed. He's another speed receiver. He's another Laquan Treadwell. He's another John Ross. He's another Joey Galloway. He's another. It's a bust, man. He's a draft pick that didn't work out. He's a gadget player, man. He was solid in 2021. He was all right. He wasn't really solid. He was all right. He made some plays when we needed him to be. But again, it's about what you have done for me lately in this league. And Quez has done nothing. He needs to get off this team. And it is what it is, man. It is what it is, bro. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. This team just it's frustrating, bro. It's frustrating. It's frustrating, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to get the courage to watch a press conference. I don't know. Should I watch a press conference with y'all? If you want me to react to a press conference, you know what I'm saying? Put a 1. Put a 1. Because I really don't want to hear his press conference. I don't. If you don't want to hear it, press 2. Push 2. The real Andy, what's up, man? What's up, dude? It's a fucking joke, man. It's a fucking joke, bro. That coach got to go, man. I'm sorry. I don't get this fucking team, dude. I don't get it. He was all right. He wasn't great. Quez was really. Quez is trash, bro. He's trash, man. I don't like him. I don't want him. I don't want him on his team. He needs to go. And if he needs to remove us, that man. Listen, bro. I'm telling you right now, man. This team don't deserve the playoffs. I don't give a shit about the record. This team's a joke. This team can't even beat the Cardinals. Jonathan Gannon comes back and beats your ass. I expect us to lose like we did in 2021. Get our brains beat in. That's what I expect. And I'm preparing for us to lose a playoff game. It's not being negative. It's the truth. This team plays like they don't know how to play football. They don't. They don't know how to coach. Our head coach thinks he's funny. He's not funny. He want to smirk about running quarterback runs. Meanwhile, you're getting your quarterback almost injured every time. You have Devontae in the walking boot because you want to run a fucking screen, a bubble screen. It's just stupid shit like that. If I can see it on the TV, why can't this coach not see it? You know what I'm saying? And we're going to hire another yes man because that's what we do. We hire dummies who don't know how to coach because we won't hire a head coach because we're afraid of the Chip Kelly moment. Meanwhile, this is the Chip Kelly moment again. Think about it. This is Howie Roseman, Jeffrey Lloyd. This is what Chip Kelly did to us, was take full power. That's what they're doing, pretty much. They're controlling what the Eagles are doing. I don't even know if Nick Sutton is calling his plays, honestly. I don't know why is Brian Johnson still here? He should have been fired. Listen, he should have been fired the day the Bills lost to the Eagles. I wanted him fired then, and I still want him fired now. And the fact that this man is still here, I fucking don't like it. The guy's an idiot. The guy doesn't know what he's doing, and he's destroying my quarterback, and I don't appreciate it one bit. They need to beat his ass and throw him off the fucking bleacher seats. I really hope they do that. I'm surprised A.J. Brown didn't go over there and sock the shit out of him, honestly. They need to. He needs to go over there and beat the brakes off of him. Punch him square in his mouth. He's fucking horrible, man. Brian Johnson only still here because he's hurt. Man, I don't give a damn if they're buddies. He sucks. And you know what I learned? In football, there's no such thing as friends. It's a business. I don't give a shit if that Hurts and Brian Johnson goes out to dinner every time. I could care less, man. Who gives a damn if they're buddies or friends? Cool. We'll do that when you're undeployed. You could talk to Jalen Hurts after the game, but you can't run an offense, bro. And this coach, I don't care what he's doing. If he wants to be Mr. Smart Alec, where he thinks he's suddenly Mr. Know-it-all, where he wants to you're justifying quarterback runs back to back. You need to go, bro. You need to go. And if you want to be difficult, then you need to go. But if we're going to fire a head coach, Howie Roseman and Jeffrey Lurie need to lose some power, man. You do not run an offense. You are a fucking GM. Sit your goofy ass down and stop trying to know like you know football. You are a GM. You make trades. You're a smart GM when it comes to the cap, but you should not be dictating no fucking offense. And you should have no reason to be deciding who plays and who doesn't. Howie Roseman should not have that power. And Lurie should not be telling the coaches when to throw or not. He needs to sit his old ass, rich ass down in the press box and just learn to just sit there and be quiet. Sit there and be quiet. Put your hands behind your back or up your ass, whatever you do. They really get me mad over here, man. We lose to Jonathan Gannon, a coach that cost us a Super Bowl, man. I can't stand that man. Him smirking on TV just pissed me off. I wanted to break my TV so bad. I hate that guy, man. I hate him. And you freaking lose to him. But yeah, go ahead. Let's talk about 11-5 record. Woohoo! Get the hell out of here, man. 11-5 my ass. What a joke. This team's a joke. This team don't know how to put teams away. This team don't know how to put teams away. I don't even know why I'm reacting to this, but we're going to react to our press conference. Let's see what else stupid we're going to come up with. How we need to continue being GM. He's a good GM. I don't want him fired. I just want him to lose some power. If you're afraid of the Chip Kelly shit again, then guess what? Hire a coach that knows what he's doing. That's Jeffrey Lurie's fault. We should not be punished because Jeffrey Lurie decided to be stupid. You gave him power, and you're afraid of doing it again. Well, guess what? You got to sometimes lose that fear because you're killing this team. That's what it is, man. I don't hold back when it comes to my team, man. I'm going to tell how it is. And this team's a joke. This team don't know how to put teams away. And that's the truth. And the truth hurts whether people like it or not. Here comes stupid. There you go. Nobody cares, bro. I'm done with these ads too, man. It pissed me off the fucking Eagles losing to me a fucking ad. That's great and fine, man. Go donate then. I mean, I'm fucking angry and they show a fucking ad, man. I gotta see what he has to say, man. Why? I don't know why. Yes, what he said.
Hey, it didn't hit.
Why go conservative there? Were you playing for a field goal in this?
Yeah, I don't think that's a conservative there. I mean, if they're blitzing a bunch of gaps right there, you're running a gap scheme that has a chance to hit for big yards that we needed to get back into it. We could have thrown it there too. We chose to go there. Hey, it didn't hit. But I think that sometimes with the gap scheme stuff that you do, it's more of you got to do some different things to cancel out gaps if they're bringing everything out. And so that's why we went that way. It didn't work. The screen, we're third and what was it?
Appreciate it, Jaguar, man.
Yeah, that's tough you're going to have a hard time converting, and we got to get ourselves in range. The wind was blowing into our face a little bit on that side. Earlier in the game, so we needed to get in better range to make sure that we took a 3-point lead there. And hey, they went down and scored, and we didn't win the game.
Put into management. Why were you without timeouts at the end?
I'm sorry?
Why were you without timeouts at the end?
Yeah, we had a couple miscommunication things that we had to use timeouts early on. Right there, that's always going to be on me, and I'll always take that.
If we don't have timeouts at the end of the game, then something obviously went wrong.
But you don't fucking fix shit. You see what I mean? It's the same shit. I feel like if I go back to the last press conference, he'll say the exact same thing. We got to do better. Man, but you don't. Stop it, man. I feel like I'm hearing Carson Wentz press conference again. We got to do better. I'll get better. Man, stop it. Do I look like Bozo the fool right here? Do I look like a Bozo written on my head? Do we look like we have idiot written over our head? Let me know. Because last time I checked, we're not idiots. We know what we're talking about. And we clearly see a dysfunction. And you got this dude sitting there trying to think that we're idiots. You don't get better. And you gotten worse. Matter of fact, you made one creative play in the whole game. And that was a fake to Kenny game where I didn't know he had an arm. Maybe he should be a backup quarterback than a running back. Maybe I should do better. And he throws it to the receiver. That's the only thing you did. You still had to consider the play calling again. Come on, man. I mean, we serious right now? This guy doesn't even know what he's doing, bro. And it's sad.
With it, most likely as a communication thing, and I'll take that.
What's wrong with the defense today?
Obviously they controlled the game with the by running the football. Obviously we weren't good enough there. Stopping the run, and they were able to take a lot of chunks off the clock. I think they did a good job executing. But we know we have to be better, putting the guy in positions to succeed, and also
it's the same shit again. We gotta do better, man. Cause you stop that, bro. Seriously, man. Stop. I feel like we hear this it's Jeffrey Lurie, because Jeffrey Lurie was a former movie director. Is he telling Nick Sirianni to say this? Because there's no way you can say the exact same thing and believe it. I'm wondering if Jeffrey Lurie and Howard Rose would say, "Hey, Nick, I want you to say this." Why? Well, because we don't want to make it sound like we don't know what you're doing. Like I don't know what we have to hear again over and over again. You're going to do better. You don't. We're going to adjust. You don't. Are you going to take play call from Brian Johnson? No, I feel confident. And nothing changes. You're in your last week of football. You lost the number 1 seed. You lost the 2nd seed. You have the 5th seed. And yet you continue to justify? This guy's starting to piss me off, man. He's starting to act like an imbecile. I'm not trying to be on that train, but listen, man. If they fire Nick Sirianni the next day, I would not be mad. Yeah, it's definitely Carson. It's gingivitis over and over again, man. That's what it is. We got to be better. I mean, that's what I'm hearing. Nick Sirianni reminds me of Carson Wentz. Oh, man. He sounds like it.
Executing.
Okay.
So I'm listening. Zach.
It's week 16. You've made a coordinator change. How do you fix it at this point?
Yeah, I do believe I still believe in the guys in that locker room, the players. I still believe in the coaches. I think we got the guys in this place to get it turned in the right direction. We don't have much time, obviously, right? We got one more game before playoff starts, and we got to do everything we can.
You believe in what? Do you believe the players don't even like you? The players don't even believe. AJ Brown was shaking his is this guy stupid? Or I'm telling you, is Jeffrey Lurie telling Nick Sirianni to say what he wants him to say? There's no way you just said that. I believe in the play. The players don't believe in you. Stop. Stop. We bozos, man. Do we have idiot written on the forehead? I just want to know. Let me know, chat. Do I have an idiot written on my forehead? Let me know. Does it see IDIOT? Let me know. Because clearly they think we have that. Is it stitched on my head? Is it tattooed ink that said I'm stupid? Please continue to feed me bullshit. I mean, come on, man. Who are you fooling, dude? He got to go, bro. I see another situation with Doug Peterson, man. it's looking like that.
And do to get back on track this upcoming week.
Come
I think
on.
there's been spurts. Obviously the last couple games where we played, good ball on defense. Tonight wasn't one of those times.
When? What, is he serious right now? You played good ball when? When? Last week? Okay. What about the Seahawks game? Because you lost because of that defense and that scheme. And also because of the offense. Like, come on, man. You are on the podium. And you look like you don't even know what's going on. And that's a problem. My coach looks like he doesn't even know what's going on. I don't know how I can sit there and say, you know what? Even though we're bad, I believe he's going to try. How can I trust him to turn this around? I'm about to lose my voice, man. I got to start yelling. Like, seriously, I don't know if he thinks we're idiots, but we're not. This guy looks like he doesn't even know what's going on, bro. And that's bad. Nick has one good year, and he was only good because it's starting to look like it. It's starting to look like this guy's supposed to be an offensive genius. You're supposed to be a receiver coach, and yet, I'm sorry, not receiver coach, receiver player. You were a receiver in high school, and you were an offense coordinator, and yet you don't know how to call plays. But you're supposed to be like, we hired you to become that McVay type coach. So again, why did we fire Doug Peterson again? If he can't call plays and Nick can't call plays, I thought this guy could call plays. Isn't that why we hired him? Because that's why we hired him originally to fix Carson Wentz. We got to get, I would go after Ben Johnson, man, and hire a real offense coordinator / head coach that's going to have the full say, because this ain't working, bro. This ain't working. I see Nick out of here, man. I don't see him back. I see where the coach fired him. They didn't fire him. He didn't get fired. He didn't get fired. Frank Wright promoted him to the Eagles, and the Eagles promoted him as a head coach. He didn't get fired. Nick Sonnett was offered a head coaching jobs, and the Eagles once again got a yes man / puppet, and they made Nick Sonnett the head coach. He didn't get fired though. He got fired from KC with Andy Reid, but he was never fired by the Colts. I think you talk about the Kansas City. Yeah, he was fired as an offensive coordinator when Andy Reid was when he was hired as the coach. No, he was fired with the Kansas City Chiefs. That's why he wanted to beat him so bad. I still can't get over the play call after the Cards tried an onside kick. Yeah, I mean, a damn bubble screen. Exactly, man. It's fucking. And not only that, you got Devontae hurt, man. So now we're not going to have him in the playoffs. But thanks, Brian Johnson. We really appreciate you. Stupid. These guys got to go, bro. They're not it, man. They're not it. I mean, you're sitting there, you're lying, man. What else is Bozo have to say?
Do you think just Gannon's knowledge of your defense or your schemes anyway? I know it's a new defense, new players, new coaches. And maybe knowing how to attack at certain points.
I think he probably thought about a game, the Washington game last year, where the Washington was able to control the clock and keep our offense off the field. And he probably thought about that. You'll have to ask him. I don't know.
Dude, Jonathan Gannon couldn't even stop our offense for real, man. If you actually learn how to fucking coach and call the plays and actually have your offense coordinator learn how to call and call plays, we had that team defeated. By halftime, we were up 20. I'm trying to understand. We had a 21-6 in halftime. That team was defeated already. That team was done. They were over with. All you had to do was not give them a chance to score. What do? You go 3-and-out. You get the ball back, and you go 3-and-out. That's what happened in halftime. You know what I'm saying? They got the ball. They went right down to score. You had a chance to match that. And here comes Brian Johnson, your stupidity of coaching. Like, I don't understand it. I feel like Jeffrey Lurie is telling him, hey, Nick, just say this. You think that'll help? Yeah, it'll help. We don't want the fans to know the truth, that we don't know what we're doing. And I don't know if they are afraid of saying that, but I'd rather feel more satisfied knowing that you don't know what the hell you're doing. Because I'm tired of hearing the exact same shit. It's not making me feel better. Still can't get over the play. I think I read that. I mean, it's a joke, bro. It's a joke that this coach is saying this.
But good game plan by them, and
no,
they
it was a
obviously
horrible game
executed.
plan by
And
you.
hats off to them.
Don't give them credit when they didn't do shit.
Hurts slid on those
This guy literally giving John
first
man,
third downs. Whenever
fucking nasty.
you ran into those situations, did you expect those choices to be made? How do you?
Yeah, he needs to protect himself at all times. He played an unbelievable game. The ball didn't touch the ground very often. I don't know what his all his stats were, but I know the ball didn't touch the ground. He was in complete control of the game, and he needs to protect himself in those times. He took a hit on one of them earlier, but obviously he's able to get chunks in the run game. So we still need to be able to use that, but when it's time to call it quits, he's got to do that, and we want him to do that.
Are you seriously trying to tell Devontae? I hope he's not talking about Devontae. You better be talking about Maddox, because if you talk about Devontae, you need to go, dude. I mean, let me know something, but why the hell? Hold up, he has to protect himself. No, how about you don't fucking call that play? Which one are you talking about? Are you talking about Jalen Hurts, or are you talking about Devontae on that play? Because if you talk about he needs to protect himself, you need to get the hell out of Philadelphia. Because if you're blaming the players for your shitty coaching, you're not the guy, man. Go ahead and pack your bags. Put your underwear, your pants, your 20, whatever you have, your 20 whities, your boxers, in the goddamn duffel bag, and get the hell out of here. You're throwing the players under the bus when they've been bailing your sorry asses out. Every coach has been bailed out by your players, man. Talk about he needs to protect himself. How about you call a fucking game plan that actually succeeds? How about that one? Maybe you should get Dummy Guide 101 how to call plays. Because clearly your ways are not working, Nick. This guy had the nerves. I hope he ain't talking about Devontae Smith. Please tell me you talk about Maddox or someone else. Or Jalen Hurts. But hopefully you're not talking about Jalen Hurts with the two quarterbacks runs. Because that's just 10 times worse. This guy is a clueless D-bag, man.
Sidekick. What's your mindset when you get that?
Go score. Yeah, go score. But while you're obviously there was 5.5 minutes left on the clock. Try to take some time off the clock. If you don't, that doesn't mean you don't. If you hit a big one to, AJ, if AJ goes and catches that slant, which you did, and takes it all the way for a touchdown, right? Score. Don't not try to there, but try to waste as much time as possible.
Wait. So wait. Don't score, but try. What are you talking about? That I had to get that again. What did he say again? I'm sorry.
What you did, and takes it all the way for a touchdown, right? Score. Don't not try to there, but try to waste as much time as possible while still trying to get a touchdown. So that you're into a 4-minute mode, but you're still being aggressive because they still have all the timeouts. So you're able to pass, you're able to get out of bounds to get the first down, all those different things. They executed, they got off the field, and they stopped us to a field goal.
Enough from the clown.
What's that?
Enough from the clown.
That was a good job by Eli. Good idea. Good job by our special teams. They continue to do a lot of good things.
Enough from the clown.
Coach Clay has them ready for anything like that, any situation
Enough
where
from the clown.
With them having 3 timeouts, Jeff, and there's 5.5 minutes left to go in the game. We always tell them to be alert for and see the ball before you leave. And Eli did a good job of doing that and getting on it. But they weren't in there.
All right, man. I'm done with this guy. This guy sounds like a D-bag. I mean, you're literally, dude. I don't understand. So wait, were you talking about that? Was he talking about the timeout that he called? He thinks that's a good fucking call to call a timeout? Really? I mean, where are we at, man? Because I want to know, where's my head coach? Where is his pulse right now? If it's low, he needs to go. Go ahead and pack your bags, Nick. The plane is waiting for you outside the link. Let me know if you can handle this team. Can you bounce back? If you can't, you got to go, bro. I think this guy's shot. I don't think he knows what he's doing. And it's clearly something telling me that they're telling him what to say. Because he don't even know. He don't even believe the shit he's saying, man. You could see the shit in his eyes. He don't even know what he's saying. It must be Howie Roseman, Jeffrey Lurie in his earpiece. Hey, Nick. Say this. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, we got to do better. You know, and, yeah, he got protective time. Hey, tell. Like, seriously, man. Like, is someone putting an earpiece and telling Nick Sirianni what to say? Or is he really saying this? Because if he really saying this, bad. It's bad. That's a bad look for you as a head coach, man. You lost to Jonathan Gannon, a 3 and what? A 3-16 football. Like, what was their record, man? There was some 3. What? Let me look up their record one more time because I don't even remember. But it's horrible. You lost to an Arizona Cardinals that is a 4-12. 4-12. They were 3-12. They're 4-12. And you went from the number 1 seed, number 2, to already to the 5th seed. And people will see a problem with that. But go ahead. Go ahead and tell me we're 11-5. Go ahead. I don't give a shit about that, honestly. I don't care. This guy doesn't even know what he's doing. And that's crazy. He's supposed to be the head coach. You're supposed to be the leader, and you don't even know what the hell you're saying. I mean, that sure don't give me confidence if I'm a player. How did these players look up to a guy like that? He doesn't even believe in himself. He doesn't even believe in himself, man. Lost to that clown that cost us the Super Bowl. Yeah, I mean, he lost to Jonathan Gannon, man. One more time.
Enough from the clown.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
He looks like he's not that guy. Come on, man. I mean, what are we doing here, man? Is this guy capable of turning this team around?
So, we didn't know obviously that was coming, but good execution by our guys.
Couple more. 1 win since Thanksgiving, I think. What's your message to the team at this point? What can you say to them to keep them
Stick together. Stick together. Everybody's got to stick together. I think there's going to be a lot of people trying to point the finger at different things, and everybody's got to stick together, right? We win as a team. We lose as a team, and together is the most important thing that we can be right now. Still, we still have opportunity to get in. We're in the playoffs. We're gonna,
Barely.
A lot of teams want to be in the playoffs. We're in the playoffs.
You're not
we still
playing
can
like
do some things here. And our goals are still in front of us. Or can you get the 1 seed? Can you win the division? I don't know. I know you can't get the 1 seed now.
Team destroyed.
But can you still win the division? Yes.
No,
stick together because we still have goals and we still have things that we want to accomplish.
Is there 2 more?
This guy must not forgot the Dallas Cowboys won yesterday. No, Nick, you cannot win the division anymore. The division is over with. You should have thought about that when you were on that field versus Jonathan Gannon, your buddy. Is this guy for real, man? Is this really his press conference today? We can win a division? How are you going to win a division when you can't even coach a fucking game plan? How are you going to win a division when you can't even do your job? Your defense can't tackle. They're undisciplined. You run 2 quarterback runs with Brian. I don't care who calls it, Brian Johnson, whether Nick Sound or Brian Johnson. You two are destroying that chance. So, yeah, Nick, we technically could win a division if the Cowboys are losing, but I don't think the Cowboys are losing next week. They're beating whoever is in their way. We just better hope we don't slip to the Giants next week. And honestly, I would not play our starters. There's no need to. Win a division? What world are we living in today? Nick, we're not winning division. And you're not number he must think we're still the number 1 seed. This guy officially lost his mind. Is he on crack? What is he on? Where did he get the idea we were winning division? No, homie, that passed a while ago. You had a chance to win a division. You didn't want it. And that Cardinals game that really screwed you, but also that Seahawks game where you didn't want to win that too. Oh, an even better one. How about the Cowboys game where you got blown out? I mean, dude, this guy's a fool. This guy doesn't even know what he's doing. He needs to get out of here. We need fresh blood in the building because he's not it, man. I feel like I'm hearing a repeat of what he said last year. Not even last year. I'm sorry. What Carson Wentz been saying. Winning division. What are you on, bro? Let me know. Let me smoke whatever you on, bro. Let me know who your plug is. Plug me in, Nick. Because my guy, they got you. My guy looks like he's fucking stressed. He looks like he's stoned off his ass. Hey Nick, have you been smoking those flowers that you've been planting? He was planting. You know what? You know what? I know why he brought the weed flower story. I'm sorry, not the flower story. He made the flower story because he was really planting weed flowers in his backyard. Think about it. He's always high. He was really telling a real story of him planting weed. He was a weed grower. It explains why. No wonder why you told the flower story. You know what? You need to come up with a better flower story because the first one, they died a long time ago. It's now weeds in the backyard. Matter of fact, it's snow. It's time to shovel, Nick, and get those flowers planted because clearly your flowers ain't planted the way it's supposed to. It's not growing beautiful and lovely. It's not growing up beautiful and strong. It died. It died. You need to plant some new. Listen, man. He might be the flower that needs to be chopped. You might be that weed that's holding the flowers to grow. I'm so over this team, bro. We've been disrespected that time. Yeah, I mean, look at it. And not only that, like I'll say it again. This is what the Cowboys think.
No, I thought he said no. I'm about to get mad at you. You know what the f it was, son. It's our house. If they don't score, they don't win. You feel me? Always a pleasure. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Great job. Y'all know what it is, man. How to do it. We don't lose at home. We don't lose at home. He does. You know what it is.
So I mean, that's what they think of us. Every team looks at us like a punching bag. Oh, we play the Eagles? Oh, that shitty offense coordinator, Brian Johnson / rookie? Oh, man. They rub in their hands like Birdman. Man, we going to beat the brakes off this fucking team, man. We going to punch you in your shit, man. And you better not run because we're going to chase your ass down and kick you in your shit, too. They curve stomping us, man. They bullying us. They taking our lunch money. Give me that fucking chain off your neck, EC1. You better not say nothing either. Like they literally are just bullying us at this point, man. It's pathetic, bro. You know what I'm saying? They got to tuck their chain every time they walk out that building, man. It's pathetic, bro. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. This team's a joke. And just they show it. They show that they can't. Wow, man. He thinks he still can win a division, man. Are you serious right now? I know it ain't just. I got to hear that one more time. He really thinks he still can win a division?
We still have opportunity to get, we're in the playoffs. We're going to, a lot of teams want to be in the playoffs. We're in the playoffs. We still can do some things here. And our goals are still in front of us. Or, can you get the 1 seed? Can you win the division? I don't know. I know you can't get the 1 seed now. But, can you still win the division? Yes.
Is there 2 more? How much
you can do? Just lay off that man. that man, I know that man. That man actually said we have a chance to win a division, bro. Oh my god, man. He thinks he's. I don't even know. Let me ask. Someone needs to ask Nick, what week are we in? Because he must think we're still in week 2. Dude, how are you going to win a division when the Cowboys won yesterday? The division's wrapped up, man. Get over it. Move on. You're not winning the division, and you chose that when you decided to not coach properly. You and Howie and Jeffrey Lurie and Brian Johnson chose that. The players were just part of the problem because you didn't want to go and you didn't want to fix those things. This team's a joke, bro. And this coach is a joke, and he's starting to piss me off. Let's bring another Flower story into the side. I wonder if Nick is going to pull another Flower story. How is he going to regroup this team? He might need to come up with another Flower story because this team is pretty much done and sick of his shit. We lost to Jonathan Gannon, bro. This guy cost us a pick. More importantly, yeah, man. I mean, he disrespected the players. He disrespected the fans. And you loving buddy with him, huh? Hi, Jonathan. Hi. It's fucking annoying, man. You're supposed to want to make him uncomfortable, and the only thing you did was make him welcome at home. Welcome back, Jonathan. I thought you were supposed to make him uncomfortable in Philadelphia. You made him opposite of that. He looked like he was getting the red carpet laid for him as he walked down in his little uniform with his pencil in his fucking ear, with his big ass nose that you could chop. Like you put the red carpet and the little rose petals while Jonathan Gannon takes a step. He looked like he was comfortable walking back to Philadelphia. Eagles just like getting a bitch. I mean, they must like getting fucked in the ass. Pause. But that's what they like. They like getting they like dropping the soap. Because everybody's making them their bitch. I wonder if they like actually getting fucked in the ass. For real. And I'm not trying to be on some sexual shit. I'm just saying. How many times are you going to get fucked in the ass for you just, you know what? We're done being the victim. It's time to be the bad guy. I mean, dude, it's like Eagles bent over. And you better not move. And you know what I'm saying? It's like when Peter was raped by the bull. Remember that episode in Family Guy? That's what these teams do to us, man. Man, I'm gonna have so much fun after this, man. I'm about to make a clip of that, man. Have Nick Sirianni as the fucking Peter, as the bull is fucking Kyle Shanahan. Man, I should make the bull Jonathan Gannon while Nick Sirianni is Peter Griffin. Man, that got me in ideas, man. I be thinking some evil shit, bro. That's what he is. He's fucking Peter Griffin as Jonathan Gannon is the bull. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. It's crazy that we still allow this. Talk about discipline. Man, throw that out the window, bro. Come on, we win a division. What division, dude? Are you okay over there? I want to know can someone tell me if anybody knows Nick Sirianni's plug? Please allow me to contact him. Because I need to get whatever he's smoking on. He must be, listen, he might have told the flower story, but let's be real, I think he was planting actually a weed flower. Because guess what? He was planting some weeds. He was planting the weed tree. There's no way that man ain't high, bro. Look at his face, man. He looked like he smoked, like when I smoke a vape. Don't say anything, but still. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy that's our leader, our head coach, man. You can just go pack your bags, Nick. Pack your bags, Nick. Pack your bags and get out of here, bro. It's all right. You had a good run in Philadelphia. I like everything else. Turn off the lights. Turn off the lights. Turn off them lights, Nick. Leave the keys. Leave them behind. Lock your door. Pack your bags. Get out that hotel you're sleeping in Philadelphia, whatever house you in, and just get ready to move. Tell your kids that you're transferring schools because you won't be back as a head coach. I'll be shocked if you're back as a head coach next year. If we lose to the 49ers, man, listen, we're not even going to play the 49ers, dude. We got the 5th seed. So anytime we play in the 49ers, it's an NFC Championship game. And we're not listen, man, the 49ers are the least of the worries. This team don't need to worry about the 49ers. They need to worry about, sorry about that. I didn't read that comment. My fault. Let me read it again. First, we lose to the 49ers team that disrespected us. Okay, all right. My fault. My fault. I didn't read that comment. That's my fault. My fault. Since January. Then we lose to Dallas, a team that disrespects us. Every chance they get. And then we lose the game. Yeah, and then also we lose to Drew Lock, a backup. I mean, this team gets disrespected all the time. We lose to Zach Wilson, the Jets. We lose to teams that we should beat, man. We make it a game against Sam Howell 2 times. It was written on the wall, fortunately. You know what I'm saying? It was written on the wall. Eagles like getting bullied. I mean, they love getting their shit taken. Hand over your wallet. Oh, here you go. Don't hurt me. Such a fucking pathetic ass fan. I mean, it's such a pathetic ass. This team's so pathetic, man. I mean, talk about soft, bro. Where they just like getting their money stolen. They like getting beat up and punched on. They anytime you demand a lunch money, they're like that kid that just get beat up and shoved in the goddamn locker, man. You can't fight back or none. You just take it. No fight, nothing. I mean, they pathetic, bro. They might need to put up a sign on their back and say, kick me for free. Because literally that's all they do is kick the shit out of us all through the game. 4 quarters of them beating the shit out of us. And when you do have a lead, they come back and kick the shit out you. The Cardinals showed more fight than you did. And that's sad. That's sad. That is fucking sad, bro. Imagine Jonathan Gannon and the Cardinals showing more fight than you did. The guy that has fire in his gut. You have fire in your gut? Did you take the bus? Like, seriously. A guy that can't even motivate a locker room. This guy comes in Philadelphia and beats you. Did you get fire in your gut? I want fucking killers. Who took the bus? Raise your hand. Who took the plane? Raise your hand. Did you get fired? Like, we lost that, man. I can't even make this shit up, man. It's so pathetic, bro. We lost to Mr. Fire in Your Gut. That's what we lost to. We lost to the dude who came and motivate a locker room. Let that Gannon took a shit in your yard and the Eagles ain't do no. They didn't get their shit taken in their yard. Jonathan Gannon pretty much shit in a freaking on their porch. And pretty much put the middle finger at them. Here you go, bitch. Now clean my shit up. Like I'm telling you. He was like Stewie Griffin when he told Brian, now eat my poop. Like, come on, man. I mean, he bitch slapped Nick Sonney. He treated him like a little boy. Nick Sonney looks like a lost little boy that got shoved in the locker. That guy's not a leader, man. I'm sorry, bro. He's starting to give me questions. Can he actually lead a team? Oh my God. He looked like he about to cry. Oh my God, bro. That's our head coach. Yeah, you can go pack your bags, dude. I think it's over for you, man. Oh no, that's what happened when the 49ers too. I I don't got nothing else to add. This team is pathetic, bro. All I got is this. I got this. That's it. And it's not the clown emoji. It's this, man. Because it's how I feel right now. This is what I really want to do. Well, where is it at, man? Where's it at? No. Oh, we're here. There you go.
Hang in there, Squidward. It's all part of the job.
That's what I want to do. I want to bang my head into. I want to be like on some Squidward and bang my head into the cashier. Like when I watch this coach staff, I want to bang my head into the wall. Literally want to bang my head into the wall, and hope I see the white meat, because maybe I will actually see stars, and maybe I can be knocked out, so I don't have to watch this pathetic ass team ever again. But then again, what kind of fan would I be? I gotta take it like the other team up the ass. I've no choice. Ec1, don't drop the soap. Literally, because that's what the team does to me. They tell me to stick it up my ass. You can't do nothing but sit there and take it, man. I gotta watch this team, and I gotta watch myself sit there and watch another team come in and punish us, bro. It's annoying, man. It's sad, dude. It's sad. How much longer is this clown, man?
Harder to make that path if you have on the road for him.
Yeah. Again, it was obviously it's been done, and all those teams have been able to do it. Obviously you always want to play at home. You always want to win the division. You always want to play at home. Path might be harder, but shoot.
You're not winning division, and I don't know why you keep saying that. You're not winning division. The Cowboys already wrapped the division up, knucklehead. I don't know if you're new to this, but you had a chance of winning division. You failed at it. Stop saying you're going to win it. You're not winning division. The Cowboys already made it clear that they're not losing next week. Because who did the Cowboys play? I think they play the Commanders. They're beating them. So stop it. Stop wishing the Commanders the Commanders can't even beat nobody at this point. You're not winning the division. You chose not to win the division. You're not winning the number 1 seed, and you're not having a home game. You're having an away game. You're going to be on away a lot. You might have one home game at best, but you're not playing not playing with the fans. The fans will have to come to another stadium and watch y'all play. Sorry, that's what happens when you don't win. I don't know why you keep saying winning division, man. We're going to win. What division you going to win? Let me know if there's another division that we have not noticed. This guy must think we're in week 2, week 3, week 4. No, Nick, we're almost at the last game. You lost that division. You were 10-1, and now you're 11-5. You had the number 1 seed pretty much locked up, and all you had to do was do your job. And you failed. You and Brian Johnson, the big dummy, decided to fail. You 3 stooges, the 3 morons, the 3 goofballs, the 3 geeks, the 3 dumbasses, the 3 morons, the three jabronis, whatever you want to be called, the 3 dorks. You blew that. You gave fat ass Mike McCarthy, the dude that eats Thanksgiving and throws smashes pumpkins, the division where they're going to watch the Cowboys lose go one and done. Sorry, Nick. That's what you get for not doing your job. I don't know why he keeps saying we're winning division.
Like I said, our goals are ahead of us. We got to get things fixed, and we got to get them fixed fast.
Here you go again.
We're not
things fixed, and stop saying that because it's not going to change. You can say all you want. I can say how many times I want to get in fit in shape. If I don't get up, I don't get in fit in shape, then I can't keep saying, well, I'm going to get in fit in shape. It don't matter what you say. Your actions say something different. I feel like he has an earpiece, man. Check him to see if he has a little tiny Microsoft earpiece from Jeffrey Lurie and Howard Roseman. Hey, Jeffrey. Hey, what should I tell Nick to say? Oh, tell them that we're still going to win a division. Huh? Yeah, just say that. Eagle fans are stupid. They won't know it. No, the Eagle fans smart. No, they're not. They're stupid. He'll take it. He's a yes man. We got a yes man. We got a puppet. Jeffrey Lurie, all he does is Nick Sani. Brian Johnson. It's the puppet world. And Jeffrey Lurie and Howard Roseman pulls you. Get over here, Nick. Here. Move this piece. Move this piece. It's the puppet master, man. There you go. Dance, Nick. Dance, Nick. Oh, you ain't going to dance? Well, we cutting the strings off you. If you do not dance for Master Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Roseman, the other master, you will get fired, Nick. You better not disobey the puppet master. Dance, Nick. Dance. Oh, you don't want to be on strings anymore? Bye. That's what it is. This guy, man. We let Peter Griffin out coach. Yeah. Should I rather have Mike McCarthy right now? No, I don't want Mike McCarthy. He's horrible. He's gonna learn in the playoffs why. Listen, Mike McCarthy. No, I don't want Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy is another choke artist. That man will not do shit in the playoffs. Give it time, man. Like I always say this, and I don't like playing this, but I want to pick on the Cowboy fans today. But my favorite song from the great Stephen A. Smith. I think you know this, but here we go.
First of those 3 timeouts. We keep talking about
a mediocre team and Big D. That's what makes this funny. How about the Cowboys? How about the Cowboys? Some way, somehow, when it counts, just wait. They will let you down. The accident, they will mess it up. Just wait. The accident, they will let you down. Just wait. The accident, waiting to happen. It will happen. I'm predicting they're gonna be irrelevant. I'm predicting an absolute embarrassment for the last decade and a half. They make me laugh. All the talent that they have is unbelievable, man. Big D, teasing you. This is what they do. The weed show up on cue. Accident, something will go wrong. The accident of the big Jumbotron. Accident, gotta recognize it's a black cat running around that franchise. Say it with accident, they will mess it up. Just wait. The accident, they will let you down. Just wait. The accident. Waiting to happen. It will happen. How about the Cowboys?
There you go. There's for all you Cowboys. Oh, look how many people are left. Probably Cowboy fans. Yeah, I didn't forget y'all. Just because we suck don't mean y'all are suddenly good. You're going to lose in the playoffs. That's just the way it is. The Dallas Cowboys will choke in the biggest games, and that season starts in the playoffs. Get ready for the couch. You will be right next to us. Don't worry. You're not going anywhere. And repeat the same cycle over and over again. Nothing will change with the Dallas Cowboys. I expect them to go one and done in the playoffs or go to the division round and get beat. It is what it is, man. Yeah, we let Peter Griffin win the division. Yeah, I mean, that's what happens, bro. You know what I'm saying? We had multiple opportunities. Yeah, well, we had the number 1 seed locked up. All we had to do was beat San Fran. We weren't ready. We weren't that team.
We want to be right yet, as far as how we're playing right now, and how we're coaching right now. But we got time to get it fixed, and we'll get to work tonight and tomorrow.
Last one. All that was happening. Defensively, how did you guys? What did you make? How they were able to run the ball?
See, they don't have questions, man. How about the media asking them, why do you continue to run the ball with Gainwell? What's personnel? Then I would ask him this: why is Gainwell on the field when Swift is literally almost 1,000-yard run? Like they don't ask the important questions, man. Why are you throwing 2 screens back to back? Why are you predictable? I'm telling you, man, there's an ear piercing. I have a little theory that they have a little tiny ear pierce in Nick Sirianni's ear because Jeffrey Lurie, like I said, is the puppet master. Dance for me, Nick. Dance. Come on, Nick. Dance. Brian Johnson, you two dance. Sean Desai, you two dance. Matt Patricia, you two, you definitely dancing. Dance. Oh, you ain't dancing? You ain't dancing? Here you go. Hold up. There you go. Hold up. So you can see my face, so people don't think I'm doing something else. Here you go. Ready? That's it. Bye-bye, Nick. We're cutting the strings off you. Now you are a free agent to go wherever you want as a head coach. That's what he is. He's a puppet. And that was supposed to be strings, by the way. That was supposed to be strings, and that was supposed to be to cut the strings if he didn't dance. Because that's what he is. He's a puppet. He's a yes man. He has to do what Larry and Howie Roseman tells him to do. We are playing in Tampa. Man, we're going to lose to Tampa. Is that who we're playing, Tampa? Did they come out with that? Or is that what you're guessing? Nick Sirianni is our OC next year. Shit, good luck with that. You want to take Brian Johnson with you and make him your quarterback coach? He might make Trevor Lawrence better, honestly. So look at the record from outside the Birds. Ray Rhodes was fired after going 3-13. Andy Reid was fired after going 4-12. Chip Kelly's fired after going 6-9. Doug Pierce was fired after going 4-11. And it gets frustrating when Nick is Sirianni, but Jeffrey Lurie isn't firing him. I disagree. You know why those coaches were fired? Was not because, but listen, Nick Sirianni is going to get fired because he's not going to put up with the puppet shit. Jeffrey Lurie, like I said, is a guy that throws the puppet strings on him. If he does not dance, he does not comply to what they want, they will cut his strings. They will cut it. He will be a rat. The second that Howie Roseman and Jeffrey Lurie sees Nick trying to change anything in what they want, he will be fired. They will fire him. The second he would want input into the offense and wants more power, he's gone. And that's why Nick is frustrated, because he knows, oh shit, this is what Doug is feeling. This how Doug feeling. Like, look how Doug act. I see the exact same expression. When Doug Peterson was on the podium, that's how their faces were. Anger, frustration. Know that they can't do nothing about it. Because Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Roseman is literally telling them what to do. They have no control of anything. That whole press conference with Nick Sirianni every week is what Jeffrey and Howie Roseman wants them to say. Because they got 4 axes. You think Nick Sirianni is saying that shit? No. He's another puppet. And eventually Nick Sirianni is going to say, you know what? And I'll tell you this week, he's not going to put up with it. Nick Sirianni is not going to put up with it. Nick Sirianni is going to want to demand more power. And they're going to say, bye. Bye. You're fired. Get out of here. Because Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Roseman are money-hungry D-bags right now, man. And that's what they are. Now, I respect Howie Roseman for a GM, but he's a D-bag. Jeffrey Lurie, a D-bag. These guys have a lot of power, and they're so busy about, getting all this power. And I don't know why GM is making any roster moves other than maybe cap and draft picks. That's your job, is to sign free agents, draft picks, the draft, and salary cap. But other than that, you should not be telling a coach what players should be suited and what should not be. That's not your job, Howie. You didn't go to school as a coach. You never played football in your lifetime. How would you know what's best for this team? Your job is to coach. Your job is to draft and sign free agents and figure out the cap space. And if you have to, make some trades. But Howie Roseman needs to step back. I'm telling you that Nick Sirianni is a puppet. Just a little string. The second Nick Sirianni wants to be off those strings, he's cut. They cut the strings off of him. And now he's not on strings anymore. That means he's not with this team anymore. What I'm pretty much say, if he makes any move other than what they want, they're going to fire him. He's not going to put up with it. This is the same face I saw. I saw this with Doug Peterson, and I've seen this with Nick Sirianni now. He will be fired, bro. He will not be the coach next year for the Philadelphia Eagles. We will hire another yes man, a guy that is a new guy that we don't know anything about, and we're going to have to bank on him to be another guy that can save this team. Because Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Roseman want to have yes men in their building rather than go and get experienced coach because they don't want to give up power. I'm so sick of it, honestly. You want to be an office corner so bad. Why don't you just become the office corner head coach? Make Jeffrey Lurie the head coach and Howie Roseman / GM, intern / office coordinator. And then they can call the plays all they want. Fire all the coaches, fire all the defense staff. Just become the head coach / defense coordinator, office coordinator, all of those things. And run your team yourself if you're so much better. Like, seriously, Jeffrey Lurie has never been a football guy. He never owned a football stadium other than the Eagles. He's been a movie director, a guy that directs movies. That's the only thing he is. He's a movie type. He was a movie director, a film director. How is he telling a coach what to do? I'm telling you, Nick is not going to put up with this a lot more. I've seen this with Doug, and I've seen this. Hold on, let me see if I can get a picture of Doug. See if I find it. Let's pull it up. Let's do a reaction real quick, because we gonna look at this. Jesus Christ, man! Give me a fucking break. There you go. Ready? Look at the face, man. Hold up. Look at his face. Look at the same face. That's the same face Nick's is making.
Did not.
Look at the face.
I was wondering, like, what that says about how you feel about JJ
Look at it.
and what your reasoning was to
Frustration,
not having him in the
anger.
lineup yesterday.
It's tied to Lori and Howie.
We knew Alshon was coming back, and listen, we have to make some tough decisions on who's up and who's down, and
same shit. This is what they tell me, any coach. See?
And I think moving forward, we know that Alshon is and that's that's part of our jobs, and that's nobody's perfect, and by no means am I perfect, and I'm going to make a decision error. I'm going to make a play calling error, but at the same time, hopefully I do my job to put the offense in position to be successful.
Go ahead, Tim, and then Jeff McLean.
Doug, you said you're happy with your play calling from yesterday, but you had also said that you were mad at yourself. So what is it that you were mad at or frustrated about yourself? What could you have done better?
Well, I think back, I got to look at not just the game, but I got to look at the body of work from the bye week on, right? I mean, we've had a lot of time to really kind of sit back and reflect and focus, and
let's go to Nick. This is what I'm saying, man. Jeffrey Lurie is controlling this shit, man. He has to give up power, bro. Watch this. Ready? This is how you know it's the same shit, man. We got to do better, right? Okay. All right. Here we go. Nick Sirianni.
Turned in the right direction. We don't have much time, obviously, right? We got one more game before playoff starts, and we got to do what we can do to get back on track this upcoming week. I think there's been spurts. Obviously the last couple games where we played, good ball on defense. Tonight wasn't one of those times.
Do you think Gannon's knowledge of your defense or your schemes anyway? I know it's a new defense, new players, new coaches. And him maybe.
Doug Peterson. I don't know if you can hear it. Can y'all hear that? Let me show you. Hold up. I mean, you got to look at the writing on the wall, man. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Here we go back to Doug. Just I want you to look at the same questions that are being answered. Just look at the frustration on their face. This is Doug Peterson.
Because I want every play to work, right? I want every drive to end in a kick, whether it be a field goal or an extra point. And so, when it doesn't happen, obviously that's where I get a little frustrated and a little upset. And what can I do better during the week?
What can I do better? And I'm not saying I don't think it's all Nick Sirianni. I think it's Howie Roseman telling him what to say. Let's go to Nick Sirianni again. It's different words, but the same direction. I got to do better, right? All right, cool.
Maybe knowing how to attack at certain points.
I think he probably thought about a game, the Washington game last year, where the Washington was able to control the clock and keep our offense off the field. And he probably thought about that. You'll have to ask him. I don't know. But good game plan by them, and they obviously executed. And hats off to them.
Situations where Hurts slid on those produce long third downs. Whenever you ran into those situations, did you expect those choices to be made?
He needs to protect himself at all times. He played an unbelievable game. The ball didn't touch the ground very often. I don't know what his all his stats were, but he did and takes it all the way for a touchdown. Right, score. Don't not try to there, but try to waste as much time as possible while still trying to get a touchdown. That you're into a 4-minute mode, but you're still being aggressive because they still have all the timeouts. So you're able to pass, you're able to get out of bounds to get the first down, all those different things. They executed, they got off the field, and they stopped us to a field goal. It just didn't work out tonight.
Did you know it was coming?
What's that?
Kick.
I have no idea. That was a good job by Eli. Good idea. Good job by our special teams. They continue to do a lot of good things. Coach Clay has them ready for anything like that, any situation where, with them having 3 timeouts, Jeff, and there's 5.5 minutes left to go in the game. We always tell them to be alert for, see the ball before you leave. And Eli did a good job of doing that and getting on it. But they weren't in their onside. There was a surprise onside kick. So, we didn't know obviously that was coming, but good execution by our guys.
Couple more. The one win since Thanksgiving, I think it is. What's your message to the team at this point? What can you say to them to keep them
stick together? Everybody's got to stick together. I think there's going to be a lot of people trying to point the finger at different things, and everybody's got to stick together.
There you go. Have you noticed something? It's the same formula. Doug Peterson, we got to do better. Nick Sirianni, we got to do better. Carson Wentz, we got to do better. Jalen Hurts, we got to do better. Doug Peterson, I got to put my coaching guys in a better positions. Nick Sirianni, got to do better in coaching position. It's the same thing. Have you noticed that? And the frustration on his face. Look at Nick Sirianni's face, man. Look how frustrated the guy is. Because he's on the strings. Same with Doug Peterson. Doug was on strings. Despite giving him a Super Bowl ring. If you look at Doug Peterson's face, this is becoming a trend. Look at it. Frustration. I know it's not my fault, but I have to say it because Lori and Howie Roseman, they told me to say it. I'm on strings. I can't do nothing about it. If I do that, I might get fired. I might lose my job. I'm on the verge of losing my job. Nick Sirianni, I'm on the verge of losing my job because these two up top, Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Roseman, dude who don't know football. And I love what Howie Roseman's done as a GM, drafting very good. But you got to lose some power, man, because all you do is you get another guy like this. And if he wins you something, and he wants more power because Nick Sirianni's good. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now what's going to happen. And I've seen this with Doug, and I'm gonna say this with Nick. Nick Sirianni is going to demand more power in the offense. He's going to want his own coaches, and they're going to sit down with him. And it's not going to be in Miami, but it's going to be somewhere in the building. And he's going to demand his coaches, new coaches. And like that, he'll be fired. There will be breaking news. Nick Sirianni has been fired as the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles. And Jeffrey Lurie will come on a press conference and say, we appreciate Nick and this and that. We love what he's done. Blah, blah, blah. We want to be better. And how do we do it? The same garbage shit that he says every press conference like a goddamn politician. That's what you're going to hear from Jeffrey Lurie. Jeffrey Lurie will not change his ways. We will hire another yes man, probably Ben Johnson, known us, because he has no experience as a head coach. He would be a perfect opportunity for the Eagles to get off scoring / head coach. But, guys like Bill Belichick ain't going to want to come here. Guys like that, I don't want him here. But still, you get the point. We're going to hire another guy that we don't know anything about, and we're going to hire another yes man to come and fix Jalen Hurts and try to fix this team. And they're going to be on puppet strings, and Nick Sirianni and Howard Roseman are going to have full control of what – not Nick Sirianni. Lurie and Howard Roseman are going to have full control of who is in and who's not. And the coach is going to get frustrated and to repeat the history. It's the same stuff. If you do not see a pattern, the way this operation, the front office, Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Roseman, and all these guys are up top, they are literally telling the coaches what to say and what to do, and they can't have it's like going to a job and you're not having fun really coaching. But it's like a job that you hate, but it makes good money. And suddenly you just get sick of being bossed around. And they say, you know what? We're going to let you go. Why you let me go? You've been told many times to do this and that. But it's like you weren't warned or nothing. They just let you go because if you have an honest conversation, they let you go because they don't have to tell you why they fired you. But yeah, Nick Sirianni will be fired. If he does get fired, we'll hire another guy that is a yes man because that's what we do. Nothing will change until Howie Roseman, Jeffrey Lurie gives up some power. Do I think they will? No, I don't. I think Howie Roseman, Jeffrey Lurie will fire Nick Sirianni and Brian Johnson this year after their playoff loss. And they will go hire another yes man. And they will hire another Jonathan Gannon type defensive coordinator or something similar, an assistant defense coordinator so they can control, and they will do the exact same shit. And it's sad, man. It's sad. It's sad that we have to have this conversation because we don't want to give coaches, especially a Super Bowl winning head coach, some power. You know what I'm saying? And that's my problem. I don't like that. I don't like that we have to rely on yes man. We're going to do the exact same to Nick, to Doug. Nick is going to go somewhere else, and he's going to be successful. He's going to look like a different coach. Going to look refreshed. Going to look like he just got out of a casket. You know what I'm saying? Looks completely fresh. Not casket. I'm sorry. Looks like he just got out of a bad marriage. Going to look like a brand new head coach. And we're going to get another yes man that was an offensive coordinator / quarterback coach. That someone, they're going to sit there and say, we did our research and we think it's the best interest. They didn't do that. They went for a yes man. It's not going to change, man. Nick Sirianni will be fired the second he confronts him. And I'm telling you, it's going to happen this week. Nick Sirianni is going to go to the Jeffrey Lurie, Howie Roseman, and demand more power. And they're going to fire him off the spot. And you see the frustration on their faces. If you don't see the frustration, I don't know what you want me to say. But look at Doug Peterson's face in his last year with the Eagles. The frustration, the red on his face. The guy looks like he's been crying. The guy that looks like he just beat up. And look at Nick Sirianni's face. Looked like he's beat up. It looked like he just woke from a roll, like he just woke up. And he's just sad. He's emotional. He's depressed. He knows he can't do anything really because the guys who are in charge, well, they're his bosses. There's not much you can do. So if he does something that he wants to do, he's going to lose his job. And Jeffrey Lurie and Howard Roseman has so much to blame in this because they can hire all these yes men they want, and it's not going to change. We're going to have the exact same issues. Howard Roseman's going to have full access, and they're not going to fire Howard Roseman. Jeffrey Lurie ain't going to fire his guy. And I don't want Howard Roseman fired. I think Howard Roseman's done a great job, but I think he needs to lose some power. He does not need to be in a conversation of what guys should be playing and what guys should be suited up. That's not his job, and it should not be his title. That should be the coach's job. That should be a guy that you brought in. But we're going to hire another yes man, and it's sad to say, man. But, we've been here for a while, bro. We've been here for a while. Hit that like button, subscribe, man. I don't understand this team, man. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I feel like just I don't know, man. I don't know. But Happy New Year to y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's tomorrow's officially gonna be January 1st. Is it January 1st tomorrow? Or it's December 31st? Yeah, it's January 1st tomorrow. Happy January 1st tomorrow to y'all. Happy New Year. Hope y'all had a great time. Stay safe. If you're gonna pop fireworks, please don't pop them near your houses where they burn down. Too many people are burning houses down because they're not paying attention. It is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I like I said, man, if we do fire Nick Sirianni's going to go somewhere else like Doug Peterson, and he's going to look like a brand new coach. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? We're going to have the exact same thing. We're going to act like this, that like he deserves to be fired, when really, to be honest, he don't. It's Jeffrey Lurie and Howard Roseman. Those guys have so much power in the building, and they're controlling everything they're doing. And that explains why Brian Johnson ain't calling the plays. That explains why Gainwell's in the back on the field. Like J.J. Arcega-Whiteside was on the field. Like Rager was on the field. Like Nick Gary was on the field. Like you see a pattern. And that's because the front office, people don't admit it. You know what I'm saying? The front office is telling the coaches what to do. And Nick Sirianni is showing that Doug Peterson face that Doug Peterson was showing, the frustration, the fact that they're getting sick and tired of being blamed on. Nick Sirianni is told by Jeffrey Lurie what to say. Doug Peterson, exact same way. And eventually Nick Sirianni is going to go to his office and demand more power. That's when they're going to cut ties with him. Because that's what they do. That's what they do. They're happy about they won Super Bowl. And it's sad, man. I hope it's not true, but I wish Nick Sirianni would stay for another year. Because I don't think it's all his fault. But I think that he's beat down. I think he's mentally depressed because the front office is literally controlling him like puppet strings. They're making him dance. Dance, Nick Sirianni. Dance. You better dance, Nick. If you don't do what we say, we cut the strings. And we let you go. And you're fired. The second Nick Sirianni demands more power and he wants to pick his players and his coaches and whatever, he gets fired. And I don't know when it's going to happen, but Nick Sirianni ain't going to put up with too much. Nick Sirianni ain't going to want to stick around for someone who's going to boss him around. He's going to get himself fired just to get out of this city because he wants a fresh new start, and he ain't going to get it here. And it's sad, man. It's sad that we run coaches out of the building because we got a dictatorship in the front office. And despite Howard Roseman done a great job as a GM, as a draft guy, he needs to lose some power. He needs to lose some power. Jeff Lurie needs to lose some power. And they need to focus on their jobs. They should not have any access in what calls should be called. I don't care if you own a damn team. Your job as an owner, unless you played football in your lifetime, to sit back and sit your rich ass down and collect money that the fans buy tickets and merchandise so you can get a paycheck off that. Other than that, you should not be telling any coach, if you're Lurie, what to run. You have no business doing that. And if I'm a head coach, I don't want to go somewhere where I'm being forced by a bunch of guys who don't know football. I'm sorry, I take that back. They probably know football. Guys who never played in pads, never put a jock strap on, never put a helmet on. I don't want to be told by them. A guy that's a movie director and a guy that is a nerd slash, one of the best GMs in football. But listen, Howie Roseman has never put a football helmet on. Jeffrey Lurie has never put a football helmet on. And yet these guys have the right to tell the Nick Sirianni and the head coach, guys who played football, what to do. Like Doug Peterson. It's the same repeat, and it's going to be the same repeat. Nick Sirianni ain't going to put up with too much, and he's experiencing Doug Peterson trauma. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I want Nick Sirianni fired a lot of times, but listen, I look back at it and I said, do I really want Nick fired? Because I feel like it's going to be another Doug situation. Someone's going to hire him as a head coach. He's going to have his own style, what he wants to do. He's going to get his own control, and we're going to hire another yes man. Because the same frustration, if you go back and watch the press, I just showed you, Nick is getting frustrated. The red is starting to show on his face. Like Doug Peterson. They're afraid of losing their jobs. They're afraid of this team a bit falling apart. Players are not buying to the system. That's what Doug was facing. And he can't do nothing about it because this front office, everybody talk about fire Brian Johnson. Listen, Brian Johnson's horrible. And this goes back to Howie and Jeffrey Lurie. You don't want to hire a guy outside the building. You want to hire guys inside. I'm sorry. You want to hire guys like Sean Asai. You want to pick their defense coordinators. And I'm starting to think that Nick Sirianni didn't have any assets into picking his coaches. Do you think Nick loves running this system? I don't think so. I think that's what Jeffrey and Howie likes. Because Jeffrey and Howie has never played football. And I like what Howie Roseman, listen, he's a great GM, but he doesn't deserve to be calling players and what players should be suiting up and who should start and who should not. That's not his job. And it should not be his job. And he should lose that title, honestly. He needs to focus on drafting, signing free agents, figuring out the cap and how much things are going to cost. And he needs to allow guys who know football to coach and put guys on the field that they think is best. If I'm an offense coordinator slash head coach, do I want to go to Philadelphia? Everybody talk about, let's get the offense coordinator. Who are you going to get? You think, let's be real, Frank Wright ain't going to want to come back. Frank Wright ain't going to want to come back. Frank Wright don't want to be in that building. That's why Frank Wright left. Why do you think Frank Wright went to Indianapolis? Why do you think Shane Steichen went to Indianapolis? That front office is a big problem than we think, man. And it starts with Jeffrey Lurie. Jeffrey Lurie, once again, has his hand in the cookie jar. He thinks he's suddenly the big shot because he went to the Super Bowl again. These owners get a big ego, man. And they need to start relaxing a little bit. Jeffrey Lurie should not be telling Nick Sirianni. I'm telling you, that's what they're doing. They're telling Nick Sirianni to throw the ball. I'm telling you, the report, I can't wait for the reports to come out. They sat with Nick Sirianni. Why did you run the ball? Well, why don't you use Gainwell more? It's ridiculous, man. It's fucking ridiculous, bro. It's sad and it's embarrassing. And we can fire Nick all we want. And listen, Nick gets fired, he gets fired. But it's not going to change anything because the front office is going to have more power and what to say and who has to say. And it's going to be a power struggle. No one is going to want to come in here that's an actual decent coach that actually has experience unless it's a yes man. And we do get lucky like a Doug Peterson who could win us a Super Bowl, and that's fine. But you know what I'm saying? We're going to have the exact same problem. So prepare for another yes man. We fired Nick Sirianni because we're not getting a coach that knows what he's doing. We're going to get another offense corner / experienced assistant that's going to get promoted, and he's going to be the head coach of the Eagles. That's what they do. That's what they do. They're going to go through another Andy Reid tree, a guy that we don't know anything about. They're going to go through all these interviews, fire Nick Sirianni. Nick Sirianni is going to be retiring for a year. He's going to come back. He's going to feel great. He's going to get another coach job, and we're going to go and start another rookie coach. And Jalen Hurts, once again, is going to have another coach he has to learn a relationship with. That's what happens. That's what we do to quarterbacks. That's what we do to coaches. And it's like, do you want to be part of that? If you're a head coach and offense coordinator, do you want to go and be a puppet? Despite all the talent in the facility. Do you want to be a puppet? Do you want to be a guy that's on strings? Because if you come to Philadelphia, you are forced to be a puppet. You're forced to be on it, to be Howie Roseman's little slave / Jeffrey Lloyd's slave. Guys that never played football in their lifetime. Great guys great GM, but never played football. Telling you what guys should be on the field. And let's not sneak this on Howie Roseman. I think he's done a great job. And I don't want him fired. I'm not on to fire Howie Roseman. I'm not on that. I think Howie Roseman's a great GM. I think he's done enough for this team. But he needs to give up some power. And I think there's a power struggle. We're going to hire another yes man. And I'm preparing for it. I mean, it is what it is. I'm 23 years old. And this is what this team does. And I'm just going to have to start getting used to it. Eventually, you just get used to the bullshit. And it's sad, but it's the truth. My bad if we win in Tampa, we are the lowest remaining. My bad. If we win in Tampa, we are the lowest remaining seed. We play San Fran. Well, we play San Fran, we're going home. So you don't even matter, bro. So, hey, listen, man. At the end of the day, bro, listen. The Eagles are not winning more than a wild card. Listen, I'll be shocked. If we do play Tampa Bay, we'll lose to them. We'll lose to them. We'll somehow find a way to lose to them. Or if we do win, we'll somehow win. We'll go to San Fran. We'll get their ass whooped one more time. That's what will happen. We're not being San Fran. You think we're stopping that high power offense with who? With who? With what? Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even worried about San Fran. I hope to God we can win a playoff game. Playoffs. I just want to win a game. I'm about to get that video, man. I'm about to get that video. I'm about to put it on my stream so everybody can see it. When everyone talk about playoffs. I just want to win a game. Playoffs? And it is what it is, man. Your boy Ec1. We've been here for a long time, man. I'm going to get some sleep. 9:57 p.m., man. I got to wash this shit off my face. I'm going to take a shower. Yeah, man. Y'all have a great New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, not New Year's Day. Happy New Year. It's 2024 now. And well, tomorrow will be. And yeah, it's playoff time. But will the Eagles do something? I don't know, man. Therapy hour is officially over. We was in the we are in the Great Depression, bro. We're horrible, man. We're horrible. And we're gonna look that in the playoffs, bro. I'm preparing for it. You have a great day, man. Flyers fly. I'm out. And also go Birds, man. Even though they're not playing good, I still love my Eagles.